All right. Let me check this mic out. Let me see how I'm coming through so we can really cook today. And then we're going to get back to the intro. All right. Check this mic out. Oh, yeah, this shit fire as a motherfucker. We finna cook on this nigga today. Let's get back to All right, man, let's go ahead and get to this shit, man. I'm gonna be real with you, dog. I had enough of this shit. Let me clear some space off in this motherfucker, man. Y'all know what it is by now. Y'all should know what it is by now. Okay. First of all, I am your boy Zone 6. This is Zone 6 Sports, and this is the YouTube sports community. Let's go ahead and cook and talk on some of this boxing shit. Real talk, real spill, straight up and down, no special effects. Okay, so yeah, it's your boy Zone 6 coming at you with another video, live in HD, straight off the temple, no pad or pencil. And without further ado, man, I want to say this: fuck Errol Spence. Okay, I'm sick of this shit. All right, this is one of these videos where if you got soft feelings and a soft underbelly. Go ahead and just leave this one out. Go turn on to something else. Go look at Sports Centers. Don't even click the fucking video. But this is one of these ones where I'm about to go ham and stupid on this nigga Errol Spence and the thought process behind this idiotic motherfucker. First of all, Errol Spence Jr. ain't shit. He never was shit. Let's knock this shit the fuck off. Okay? All these trying to get these reads through these pressers. Let's start with the fucking pressers. First of all, for any of you niggas to get on here and act like you're fucking Nostradamus and act like you have the all fucking seeing eye from goddamn the fucking Hobbit, you niggas ain't got this kind of discernment. Stop with the bullshit. These niggas ain't even giving you nothing to read off. First of all, both of them niggas are not articulate. It's a whole bunch of what, fish fry, crab roll. Both of them niggas are lame across the board. So let's stop like acting like we're getting so much shit from both of them that, ooh, it's a winner and a loser of the press. No, there's nobody winning the press. They both are trash. They both are not articulate, literate, sound motherfuckers. And I'm sick of niggas getting on here talking about these low IQ having ass boxers like you could get a read on these motherfuckers. Okay? Terence Crawford ain't saying shit that's gonna tell you that he giving you a fucking edge, and motherfucking show can't. You can't. You say you can't hear me? Hold on, man. Let me see what you mean. You can't hear me. Zone. You cutting in and you cut in and out. Let me see something. Let me check this shit. Hold on. Let me see. You say you can't hear me? Hold on, man. Nah, I ain't cutting in and out, man. I just listen to the whole kind of playback. I just nah. Let me get back on my reel. No. You gotta check your technology because I'm sitting here with a microphone. I ain't cutting in and out, man. I just listen to the whole kind of playback. I just nah. Let me get back on my reel. Let me get this shit together, man. Technology. I'm sitting here with it. Okay, let me cut that down. I ain't breaking my rhythm. That means it's your computer. Check that shit out. I'll fix it out later. Like I said, Errol Spence Jr. ain't worth two fucks. Okay? Terence Crawford ain't worth two fucks. Let's stop acting like this presser is really giving us, oh my God, I'm telling you who won. Ain't nobody won shit because they ain't saying a goddamn thing. Neither one of them have capitalized on the verbal sparring that's supposed to take place during a shit-talking build-up for a presser. So stop with the fuck nigga shit. Stop getting on here trying to create content and create lies and drum up fake ass excitement. There's nothing excited about this shit at all. Only thing exciting is the fact that the fight is finally happening after fucking 5 years. That's what the fuck is the excitement is. It ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn who won no battle. I hear people get on here. Well, I think the mental edge and the social edge go to Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, or Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. How? What are they saying? Bomac up there huffing and puffing on the goddamn mic. I'm thinking this nigga gonna have a goddamn heart attack. Derrick James, slow talking ass, ain't saying shit, but he tired of talking about it. Well, nigga, you should have been accepted to fight 5 years ago and you wouldn't have to keep talking about it, you dumb bald head son of a bitch. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? Fuck, you ain't doing us no goddamn favors, you punk ass nigga. You ain't shit. You only trainer of the year because ain't nothing left around here to be. Nigga ain't like Nacho Bernstein and all these world-renowned trainers around. Nigga, shut the fuck up and sit your dumb ass down. Dumb ass trainer ass nigga. Talking all that. I'm tired of talking about it. Well, nigga, your fighter should have took the shit a long time ago. Your fighter shouldn't have been out here licking on Yellow Beezy's neck, kissing Adrian Brown in his mouth, drunk all online, getting in a car accident, doing whatever the fuck he had going on in Texas, you dumb motherfucker. So yeah, nigga, you can be tired all you fucking want to. You stupid ass should have had your fighter together and did what you need to do to have this fight over 5 years ago. Nigga, you ain't doing nobody no goddamn favors. You stupid son of a bitch. Derrick James, sit your dumb ass down somewhere. Dumb ass nigga. Fuck you talking about like you doing us a goddamn favor. Nigga, you ain't doing shit, nigga. Have several seats. Bye, nigga. Scram the fuck out of here. You ain't shit. Errol Spence, his high heel wearing ass. The next motherfucker called me talking about some fucking Errol Spence is big. Errol Spence is big. Errol Spence is big. I don't give a fuck about no nigga being big when he got on high heels. I just saw this shit yesterday and the day before. The nigga had on high heels. The fuck is you niggas talking about? This nigga had on a whole zoot suit with high heels on it. The fuck is you niggas talking about? What are you getting out of that? Stop. Don't call me talking about no goddamn nigga. Oh man, I don't know, man. Errol Spence is a little bit bigger. Errol Spence is a little bit bigger. The nigga had on platform shoes that added at least 2 to 3 inches to his height. Nigga, usually niggas didn't see this shit. The fuck is you niggas looking at? This nigga had on a clean suit, rightfully so, and the nigga had on dress shoes that lifted him up at least 2 to 3 inches off the ground over Terence Crawford. So don't give me this whole notion talking about no nigga goddamn is 3 inches bigger and he looked like the bigger man. How the fuck he gonna be the bigger man when they both gotta win at 147? Can somebody explain that to me? Make that mathematically make sense. If they both got to weigh in at 147, how the fuck is he the bigger man? See, that's that shit. It's not heavyweight. It's not unlimited. You guys got to stop this bigger man shit when there's weight limits. The weight limit is 147. Therefore, if Earl Spence ass is weighing in at 147 and Crawford is weighing at 147, both of them niggas are small to me. The fuck is y'all talking about? Most of you niggas walk around at 180 plus. And do you know what 147 pounds feel like, niggas? Do you niggas know what that feel like? You know how light 147 is? Go out here and go to the local bar, grab you a local girl if you niggas got it like that, and just kind of grade your girl who weigh just 150. I'll give you one who weigh 160 and see how that feels. Light than a son of a bitch. 147 is light as a motherfucker. What are you guys talking about? It's some niggas who play football that weigh 147 and they in the goddamn 10th and 11th grade and goddamn in the 9th and shit like that in the 8th grade. What you niggas talking about? He the bigger man. They both got to weigh in. He had on high heels, platform wedge heels. We all saw this shit. The fuck is we talking about? What did you see? I ain't heard shit from Derrick James to let me know that Errol Spence got no mental edge on a goddamn thing. I ain't seen or heard shit from Errol Spence to show me that he got no mental edge or no control on a goddamn thing. You niggas are just reaching out your ass just for clicks and likes. Man, shut that shit the fuck up. That shit is crazy, man. I've never heard no shit like this in my life. This is the weakest presser probably in boxing history, man. This of note. I don't get nothing out of none of these pressers. Like the last few pressers in boxing as a whole have been trash. That Taylor and T.O. shit was trash. And the same energy is moving on to this presser as well too, bro. These niggas can't talk. I'm not with that shit. I don't give a fuck about what you niggas talking about. You niggas discernment skills is way all the way off in left field somewhere in China. I don't know what the fuck you niggas talking about you see. Derrick James can't fucking talk. He ain't saying shit worth nothing. His fighter should have been took the fight 4-5 years ago. Now we supposed to be grateful because you tired of talking about, man, fuck you, Derrick James. You ain't shit, nigga. Earl Spence still slurred in the motherfucker, but I guess everybody just gonna overlook that shit. This nigga, I said, because we talking about, because Terence Crawford is, he sucks nobody. Nigga, you niggas are stupid, man. You niggas are stupid. How the fuck a nigga like that gonna beat the pound for pound best nigga in boxing? The fuck is you niggas talking about? This nigga still got neurological damages in his fucking skull from drinking and living a bullshit lifestyle. And let me get this straight. Let me get this shit straight. You niggas telling me, this what we saying. The nigga who we think is the pound for pound best fucking fighter in the world is gonna follow his sword to a retard? Then nigga Crawford, let me know now, nigga Crawford ain't shit then. If Crawford lose to this nigga, it ain't because Earl Spence is good. It's that nigga Terence Crawford might be the biggest bust in fucking history. I don't give a fuck if you from Omaha or you love Terence Crawford and you in his camp, nigga. If he lose to Earl Spence, he the biggest, farthest pound for pound nigga ever that's been on the list. Ever. If this nigga lose to this drunkard, non-speaking, stupid, slow, cowboy, high heel wearing ass nigga, Terence Crawford ain't shit. He probably gonna be the biggest bust in pound for pound history, niggas. Let's knock it the fuck off. If this nigga lose to Earl Spence Jr., this nigga, we gonna roll him up and smoke him in a bud pack. Illegal in Vegas. Ain't no nigga in life gonna beat me. Ain't nothing talking like that, nigga. Chest, backgammon, hands. Man, y'all niggas y'all be having shit fucked up. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if he professional or not. That nigga blessed. Thank God for him. He had the opportunity to do it. Ain't no nigga like that that's slow. This nigga can't even, like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? This nigga don't even connect well with his speech and his brain and his body and his speech is not all on the same page. This nigga motor skills ain't where they need to be to beat the pound for pound best boxer in the fucking game. What are you niggas talking about? I don't give a fuck if he beat no Ugas. First of all, Ugas ain't shit. I told you niggas about that whack-ass Cuban style. That shit is so fucking overrated and so blown out of proportions. Niggas just want to reach up in their asshole and sound like they educated about boxing. Them Cubans, we don't even know how old them niggas really are. Fuck them Cubans and fuck that style. So that ain't telling me a goddamn thing that because he beat up a bullshit nigga like Ugas, that means something. Ugas is designed to be beat up by a nigga who come forward. The fuck is we talking about? Sean Porter is designed to be beat up by a nigga who fight on the front foot, Errol Spence Jr. Only thing that nigga Sean Porter bitch ass want to do is bump you chest to chest like he running tackling drill, like he's still on the fucking football field, like this is a game of Oklahoma, nigga. Come on, man. This ain't football practice. Sean Porter is designed to be stopped by a nigga that fight anywhere, somewhere on the front foot. Brook fought on the front foot, controlled the nigga with a jab, beat the nigga. The nigga fought Errol Spence, front foot fighter, beat the nigga. Terence Crawford took it to him, front foot, fought in the inside, beat the nigga. Even Keith Thurman beat the nigga with the front foot inside game. That was damn near fight of the year if it wasn't fight of the year. He lose anybody that can fight back and bump chest to chest with Porter, he will lose. Nigga, Paulo Malignaggi ain't stopping shit. Paulo Malignaggi always gets steamrolled. So all this shit that Sean Porter does, that you niggas is talking about, he's supposed to be the front foot swarming nigga that come forward and supposed to be tough. This nigga is bumping like he got on shoulder pad. This nigga still thinking about football, my G. Y'all niggas talking about. So if Terence Crawford ain't shit for Errol Spence and he ain't shit for Terence Crawford, he ain't shit, period. The nigga only won the belt twice because PBC had control of the belt. The nigga Sean Porter is not a Hall of Famer. Stop with this nonsense y'all talking about. The fuck is going on in this fucking YouTube land? Errol Spence ain't shit. Derrick James ain't shit. Bomac fat ass damn near about to have a heart attack. He huffing and puffing. He don't got shit to say. He ain't articulate. It's a pack of 4 dummies up there that don't know shit about talking. Them dumb niggas all sound like all 4 of them niggas need to read a goddamn book. Them niggas all sound stupid as fuck to me. Bomac on the motherfucker. I think Terence Crawford. We just ready. Damn, nigga. Your fat ass off the mic, man. Sit this nigga the fuck down, man. He too fucking fat, the nigga. 400 pounds. Fuck out of it. Get this nigga out of here, man. Get sick of these type of niggas, man. I hate these niggas, man. I hate these boxing ass niggas, and I hate these boxing ass channels, man. I swear to God, I hate you niggas, man. I hate you niggas. Then the other punk ass nigga, Blue Blood, who been talking shit on the internet forever and ever, got his bitch ass G-checked by the same boxer who balls he been juggling. See what I'm saying? See, that's why you shouldn't do that. That's why you gotta stand on a fucking code, nigga, every time you get a chance. That's why you gotta be your own fucking boss, nigga. Get your ass off this tube, nigga, and do something else and get on this shit and have fun, nigga. This shouldn't be a way of life for you. That's why he embarrassed your dumb ass in history, nigga. That's your sons gotta see that. He checked your stupid ass, Blue Blood. Wake the fuck up, you dumb nigga. Fuck up. What the fuck wrong with you niggas? You niggas is stupid. You niggas got me pissed off. Hey man, I want to know if Bud Switch hit. I want to know why you switched up, man. You let a slow talking nigga that don't have a car wreck that's been licking on a nigga neck check your stupid media dick riding ass. What happened to the Black Prime shit, Blue Blood? It just ain't where it's is, stupid nigga. Delete your channel, sucker. That's what you get, nigga. See how the chickens come home to roost? Kill yourself, nigga. I'm talking to you, blue blood boxing. Stupid ass nigga. That's why you embarrassed yourself. That's why you niggas gotta G-check these niggas left and right, and that's why you gotta stay in your lane and do what it is you do and have some success outside of this fucking internet, because you niggas are compromising your character. You niggas worse than these sissies in Hollywood that's busting their butthole open to get an opportunity. You niggas look like fans. Fuck out of here. Just create your own shit at your own house, nigga, and have people, if you're a cool fly nigga, they gonna flock to you. Make the money off the internet that way, nigga, and talk your shit from your basement. And if one of them niggas want to do something, slap the piss out of him. Man, ain't no way I would let that nigga told me no shit. I said, nigga, answer the fucking question, nigga. I got Terence Crawford whooping your ass, nigga. You an undisciplined fighter, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Fuck a media pass, nigga. You ain't gonna check me like that. Got me fucked up. I'm out here trying to journalize and create content. Yeah, nigga, I switch it up because I got Terence Crawford whooping your ass, nigga. Now what, nigga? Because you been in the car wreck. You ain't fought nobody worth 2 fucks, nigga. How about that? And you got on high heels today, nigga. What you want to do about it? Yeah, that's how I would have checked that, nigga. Stop following these niggas around and idolizing these niggas and goggling their balls, and you wouldn't have this issue. Now you on the internet forever as the nigga who was supposed to be G-checking or supposed to be a media nigga from YouTube, and you got your ass G-checked in front of your whole goddamn family and your whole goddamn legacy. How you gonna correct that, my nigga Blue Blood? Somebody tell that nigga I said I got a question for his media ass. How are you going to check that? I guess you just gonna go ahead and let it go, and you ain't gonna say nothing, and it's all good. See, this is why you stop chasing niggas around. That's why you gotta let these niggas live, man. Let that man live, because this nigga ain't built on no principles. Errol Spence is an emotional bitch, bro. I'm telling you, he hold grudges. He's a whole type nigga. He's a faggot. Period, nigga. So next time, stop chasing Errol Spence around and Terence Crawford and all these boxes around, because that's how Blue Blood, that's how you got your ass G-checked. That's why he chunked your ass off. He ain't even professional enough. And this is another thing about Errol Spence that's disgusting, right? First of all, nigga, this man is media. This man is media, dog. This man is a YouTuber. It doesn't matter if he switched sides or not. This is how these niggas care about. See, this is what I'm telling y'all something, man. Y'all gotta watch these niggas y'all be hanging with, and these niggas that y'all love, and these niggas that y'all praise, because the nigga will switch it up on you. And I'm talking about not what Errol Spence is describing as a switch up. Errol Spence did the fucking switch up. He G-checked him. He did what he wanted to do. It's freedom of speech. It's a free country. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do. But here's the thing about it for Blue Blood, dumbass, and let this be a lesson for all you media hungry ass niggas that ain't never wrote a book in your life, that ain't never took a course in your life. You just got a whole bunch of equipment that you got right here, microphones and shit like this. Look at all this bullshit, and you're taking it around, setting it up, breaking it down for a nigga to tell you why the fuck you switch it up, and you just trying to get a question. And everybody saw it. Okay. First of all, Errol Spence ain't the nigga that's stable. The nigga is emotional. This nigga still mad at another nigga that he's supposed to fight about him not giving him an opportunity to fight him when he was on a come up. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? This nigga had high heels on. This nigga can't talk. We gonna smoke a bud pack. He, ha, ha, ha. That's so cool. Man, that shit was lame as fuck, man. Both of them niggas lame as fuck. Both of them. Bo-Mac huffing and puffing. He like 2 hamburgers away from me being concerned about this nigga cholesterol. He ain't saying shit. Derrick James sounds slow and drunk and stupid. I don't know what he got going on. If he got a medical issue, okay, whatever. He don't sound all the way right. Terence Crawford ain't responding with shit that's worth nothing, and they keep relying on, oh, we just want to really fight. Well, nigga, the way y'all are doing this shit, you two niggas better have a classic. You two niggas better have a classic. And if Errol Spence beat this nigga Terence Crawford, let me tell you this shit right now. That means Terence Crawford is probably the biggest bust in pound for pound ranking history, dog. He is the biggest. That press conference, from what I see, is shit. It's no such thing as no extreme. I've been listening to you niggas extreme all goddamn week. I've been sitting back and I said, let me see what's going to happen. Let me see what's happening. Let me see what's happening. Listen, you can't assassinate my character. I'm not acting. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm talking about the presser. I don't give a fuck what's lame in my background or what's not lame. I get paid. That's what I'm saying. This is for fun. And I can't wait till he smash your boy too. I don't give a fuck if this drunkard This nigga who licking in yellow, because you obviously want to defend Earl Spence. I have no problem with that. But if you like getting your ear licked in and y'all like licking on each other, and that's what you do, it is your month to enjoy that. They say it's a month for you guys. They got a whole month dedicated to pride and people that are of that ilk. I have no problem with that. I'm just saying that the nigga that Terence Crawford is supposed to be, pound for pound best in the world, how can he lose? How can he lose to a nigga that got neurological issues? So Johnny Durag, you can, it's your month. Let a nigga lick in your ear. Let a nigga lick in your ear. These red lights right here, I could change these. This is a setup. This is a studio setup. You know where these red lights come from? We used to have these on the boat when I was in the Navy. So this is something that's familiar with people. You don't even know what you're talking about. See, that's the shit that I'm talking about. You niggas' discernment skills is way the fuck off. This red light, nigga, is for light purposes, you dummy. You dumb nigga. The United States military, which is more valuable than your whole lineage in your fucking life, Johnny Durag, and that's a better institution than everything that you did in life, they have red lights. Do you know why they have red lights? Undetectable, you dumbass. Get your shit together, man. Fuck out of here. That's why I do that. That's why the red lights, since you must know and you must have an answer, since my red lights are lame. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the red lights. No, it's all good. We all relaxing. I'm gonna talk this shit though. If you don't want to be here today, man, we'll get back to football on Friday. We'll talk about fantasy football. I'm gonna cook on this boxing shit today. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. I don't give a fuck if this ain't the one for you. Go ahead and get off this bitch today and then come back and see me on Friday when we start talking about football. But this boxing ain't shit, man. I don't want to hear anybody read and try to tell us how they think they're Nostradamus and they not. Oh, he's bigger, but he got on high heels. He's winning the mental edge. What did either one of them say that was good? But I'll do it for you. Don't worry about it. I'll do it for you. So Terence Crawford, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what you need to tell this nigga. I got you. Don't worry about it. First of all, let me explain this. Terence Crawford, let me talk to you, big dog. Let me pull you to the side like a little brother. Nigga, first of all, you the pound for pound best boxer in this fucking boxing shit, my nigga. Nigga, you better act like it. Nigga, you don't let that nigga outwit you on no goddamn stage, nigga. Boy, Mac, sit your fat ass down. Somebody go to the store and get this nigga a snack. I'm talking right now. Sit your ass the fuck down. I got you, Terence Crawford. Come in, nigga. Man, fuck all that big fish line shit. That shit lame, nigga. Tell him you gonna beat his ass, nigga, from pillar to post, straight up and down. Fuck all that. You're the better boxer. You got more knockouts. You knocked out similar opponents. Nigga, you are the nigga projected to go in the Hall of Fame. He's not. So, of course, everybody gonna look less than against you because you're the fucking Hall of Famer. Nigga, you cleaned out 135, left no stones unturned. Nobody went questioning you at 35. You jumped up to 140 like a real G supposed to, and you split everybody's shit up there, cleaned out 140, and you started the trend on undisputed, nigga. The fuck is y'all talking about? The fuck is they talking about, Crawford? Tell them niggas put some respect on your shit, my nigga. When you was at 135, cleaning that shit the fuck out, and when you was cleaning out 140, he was drunk, licking in Yellow Beezy shit, and sucking on Adrian Broner, hugging on Adrian Broner, ducking, talking about he mad at 147. He could have been did that side of the street shit a long time ago, my nigga. Let's knock it off. He only got put in a corner because you came up there and he didn't think nobody was going to want to chase his ass. Because remember, he's supposed to be a fucking bully. Remember? Everybody was scared of him. Danny Garcia was scared of him. That was a fucking lie. Sean Porter was scared of him. That was a fucking lie. Kell Brook was ducking him. That was a fucking lie. Keith Thurman, he's still mad at Keith Thurman and won't he? I don't like him no more because he would give me a fight a long time ago. So I think that I shouldn't hold my parts. I'm Errol Spence, the bitch junior. Oh Lord, hold my pearls, y'all. Oh my God, hold my pearls. Somebody grab my purse and my high heels because oh Lord, Adrian Broner, oh y'all are busy. Y'all come licking me up because I'm man down. Oh man down, man That nigga sucker, man. This nigga sucker, man. Oh my God, I'm still mad at Keith Thurman because he didn't treat me right when I came into the division. He didn't do me right. He didn't fight me when I wanted him to fight me. So therefore, I'm not gonna fight him. But when then Terence Crawford, when you get in the division, now all of a sudden this nigga want to clean up his side of the street. You can't make this shit up, man. Scratch a line, find a thief. This nigga Errol Spence is a bold-faced liar. He's trying to cash out because he has neurological damages, long-term damages from the fucking car wreck. You niggas can keep capping on this shit like this nigga Superman, but I know they gave the nigga steroids because I know that's the only way you could come back from a serious injury like that. Nigga, I know what it is. They can cycle you on and cycle you the fuck off all you want, and they can hold your belt. Nigga, Al Heyman got the clout, nigga. You ain't fooling me. I know they put you on steroids to get you back in there because you was an investment, nigga. I know something about you. You can't fool me, nigga. Errol Spence, let me talk to you. Nigga, I know that they put you on steroids to get you back in the game. Say what you want to say. Do I know that to be true? Nah, I don't think so. Because I don't want a nigga to say I'm slandering the nigga character and shit like that. But I'm going to tell you, I know you had to be put on something because how else you going to recover? And that makes sense, nigga. They gotta put you on something. You thought this nigga recovered from fruits and vegetables and eating all his goddamn vegetables? Y'all think Errol Spence recovered because he ate all his broccoli? You niggas think he was able to return in good health and somewhat logical standing because he ate all his vegetables? Man, what you niggas talking about, man? Nigga, who y'all think y'all fooling, man? Al Heyman is one of the most powerful niggas, the most clever, smartest nigga, the most unseen guy in boxing history, rightfully so, because he want to be able to throw rocks and hide them hands. That's smart business. Uncle Al is really a fire-ass Uncle Al. I respect it. But at the end of the day, nigga, I know when you was in the hospital, they came down there and gave you some good treatment to help your body recover. You're an investment. They got to protect their horse. And they got you all the way up to a good working point where you still can be marketable and you're not a loss as an investment. So how they going to recover you that quick? How did you recover that quick? There's all kind of shit out there to help a nigga recover quick. And even if you did cycle on and cycle off, it's not nothing wrong with that because you weren't fighting. See, the issue, so let me make this clear. The issue with taking steroids and PEDs is when it comes into the camp and in preparation to a fight. But recovery, a nigga can take all the steroids he wants. Huh? A nigga can take all the HGH, PEDs he wants. All the dietary, diuretics, all the shit he want to take. He can. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to do steroid shit. If I gave him off a car wreck like that and I need to get back into my goddamn family and get back somewhat functional, nigga, I'm going to take that shit too. Nigga, all you niggas would too. Have you niggas ever walked in a hospital to see what they do to make a nigga come back to life? Nigga, do you niggas know what a cold blue? Man, you niggas better go to the local hospital. Some of you guys already know this shit because you've had a family member, with all due respect, you've had a family member, have maybe a personal issue, right? And you witnessed that. Some of us have witnessed that. You might have a family member that's struggling, and then the doctors and the medicine that's required would be shit that would be considered to be illegal going into a boxing match. Let me say it like that. All right. Respect to everybody who's ever experienced that. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Pour from your own logical, intelligent high school, college experiences. You niggas ain't professional boxers. You're professional life livers, just like I am. You niggas know better than this shit. This nigga was a goddamn investment that had to be protected, so I know they put the nigga on some shit. I ain't say he went into the ring with it against Ugas. I ain't say he went in the ring with it against everybody post-car wreck. I'm just telling you that that's how that works in a hospital. Sometimes you need steroids to rebuild your muscles. Sometimes you need HGH to help stimulate bone healing and bone growth. So we're going to leave that right there. But if I'm Terence Crawford, first of all, I do random blood and urine tests. I don't know why that's not being talked about. I thought we was cleaning up boxing. Terence Crawford, you the pound for pound best. You need to start conducting yourself like it and stop all this acting like you can't fucking talk and acting like you can't goddamn speak. Stop acting like you can't goddamn cook. All that goddamn, I just let my hands do the talking. This ain't the time to be doing that shit, man. Nigga, gamble, let your nuts hang. If you really think you're gonna win the fight, nigga, talk your shit. Speak your truth. Don't let no nigga who ain't this nigga Errol Spence ain't finna be in no Hall of Fame. He got 3 belts at one weight class. If Terence Crawford stop his ass 2 times in a row, we'll never hear from this nigga again because he cashing out. Your boy Errol Spence is cashing out, my dude. He's cashing out. Let's stop with the jokes. This is a cat. Now, as long as he can keep winning, he gonna keep going until he can't go no more. That's what Errol Spence supposed to do. That's what Errol Spence supposed to do. He's supposed to do what he's supposed to do because he's the one coming off the car wreck. So I ain't knocking Errol Spence if they put him on something to get him back in the game because he's an investment. That's what I would do. I'm not knocking that. I'm just telling you, nigga, I ain't stupid. Ain't nothing off the table with these niggas for me. But what I would be doing if I was Terence Crawford, don't worry, Crawford, I got you. Come in, holler at you. Come on, holler at your uncle, man, your cousin, man. Let me go ahead and let me holler at your cousin real quick. So like I said, let's get this lesson. Terence Crawford, you need to do random blood and urine test for this fight. I'm telling you. Yeah, nigga, I'm talking steroids. I don't give a fuck if you think, all right, excuse whatever you want to call it. You can get on here and say, and then we, no. You niggas like Floyd. You like when Floyd did it, and we all agree that we want to clean up the sport of boxing. We know Povetkin, we know that was a habitual violator of steroids. He tried to catch Deontay Wilder slipping. So you niggas on here don't say that because I know you niggas are Deontay Wilder fans. So I know you believe in cleaning up the sport of boxing. So don't act like Terence Crawford can't clean up the sport of boxing. Don't act like when Floyd Mayweather was trying to clean up the sport of boxing. Remember the whole Pacquiao steroid accusations? Remember that? So yeah, nigga, that's reasonable. His head got big. We couldn't understand why he beating people up and all this kind of shit. Okay, well, I don't understand how Errol Spence is supposed to be coming back from car wrecks and beating these people up without being on some shit. Now, let's keep on breaking down these opponents. First of all, PBC had control of all the belts. Let's stop acting like your boy was eager to fight this man, Bullet Crawford. He wasn't looking for that. He wasn't looking for it. He's only at his last option, and he has to have a reason on why he wouldn't fight Crawford. They're at the end of the road. And of course, if you came off a car wreck, a life-changing injury, at the minimum, you would say, man, goddamn, man, I don't even know if I'm going to have a career too much. So this what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and get all these belts and take the easy road. He wasn't lying when he said that. Let me take the easy road because Al Heyman is in possession as a collective of all of the fucking belts. If I was Crawford, I would have Errol Spence tested along with myself to make sure that there's no stones left unturned during this fight. That's what I would do. When this nigga, listen, man, this nigga up here don't even know where he at half the time. This nigga like, yeah, we're gonna smoke a bud pack, illegal in Vegas, cause I think me and Crawford gonna be good for boxing, and I don't really got nothing else to say. It's gonna be a good fight. What? Nigga, what? Speak up, nigga. The fuck is you saying? Neurological. Damage is done. He already told you niggas you don't want to hear that he got PTSD. He got PTSD. That's what he said. That's what Errol Spence said. He got PTSD and he's insecure about the effects of the car wreck, noting when Oogis bust him in his shit and knocked his shit loose, he was looking for his goddamn dentures. If this man get hit in his mouth by Bud Crawford and he start looking for his dentures, do y'all think Terence Crawford gonna let this nigga get over and get off the hook? Who think that Terence Crawford, if he hurts Errol Spence, gonna let him off the hook? Who believes that? If you believe that Terence Crawford is going to let Errol Spence off the hook if he busts him in his mouth and whatever the fuck fall out and he look down, do you think Terence Crawford gonna stop and say, hey man, let him get his shit and no, Terence Crawford gonna finish him. This is what I want to tell you guys right now. If Crawford jump on this nigga, I don't want to hear no shit about I think that was lame and Crawford should have let the man get his mouthpiece or Crawford should have let the man recover. Nope. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't want to hear that shit. So you niggas is telling me that the pound for pound best fighter in the world is going to fall on his sword against a nigga that is showing signs of neurological damage? Either somewhere we got to figure this out. Either we lying about Terence Crawford or we lying about Errol Spence. And I got questions. Because Errol Spence ain't shit. He's a lying motherfucker to me. He's emotional. Blue Blood shouldn't have put himself in that position to be chumped off like that. Errol Spence, I don't think that shit was cute with him trying to check Blue Blood because first of all, Blue Blood is not a fighter. He's a media nigga. Even if you don't like what he's saying, it's still all good press. It doesn't matter if the nigga switched up sides. He asked you a logical question. What you think about the switch hitting? That y'all want to talk boxing? That was a legitimate question. Or do y'all want to talk about the who switched sides? Or do you want to talk about him being able to switch hit in the ring? 1 minute you niggas want to talk about 1 minute you want to talk about boxing, then 1 minute you guys want to talk about the drama, and then you want to switch and weave out of the lanes based on what's convenient for you. Bud cleaned out 135. He was undisputed at 140. He's a certified, projected Hall of Famer, whether he lose to Errol Spence or win against Errol Spence. He's solidified as a Hall of Famer for the future. If he beats Errol Spence and become undisputed, he's probably going to be first ballot. You telling me that guy is going to lose to a nigga who ain't a Hall of Famer, who ain't fought no Hall of Famers, except maybe one. And that was the smallest version of a Hall of Famer you can get with the Mikey Garcia. And when Mikey Garcia came up, he was coming all the way from that damn featherweight. And he challenged Errol Spence trying to be great by getting another title in another weight class. Mikey Garcia is currently still a Hall of Famer. They would probably put him in the Hall of Famer. Can we agree with that? Everybody else that Errol Spence's fought ain't no Hall of Famer. So, of course, that could be tomato. You can pick whoever the fuck you want out of that fight. But when it comes to Terence Crawford always going to be the favorite. He's a Hall of Famer. Let me ask y'all a question. Is Terence Crawford right now, before this fight starts, let's lay this shit on the table. Is Terence Crawford, in your opinion, don't look at nobody else's answer. I want your answer. Don't tell me what you saw on another nigga shit. Tell me what you think. I'm going first. Hall of Famer for Terence Crawford. Okay? Do you think, in your personal, lone soul opinion, that right now, Terence Crawford is a future Hall of Famer? If you agree with that, put a 1 in the chat. If you disagree with that, put a 2 in the chat. Is Terence Crawford a Hall of Famer right now as it stands, in your opinion? That is a question for everybody here. Because we're going to open this up in a minute, and I need to get some shit on record. So y'all can come, you can throw tomatoes at me, you can talk about the red lights all you want to. You can say whatever it is you want to say to me. You can rebuttal. This is open. But we going to cook and have a grown man conversation. I'm looking for Money Brown. I'm looking for ILTBA. I know they don't get up as early because I know they ain't as sharp and energetic as me. I understand that. But we finna figure this shit out today. So we see a lot of repeat ones and constant ones, even for people who believe that Errol Spence Jr. is going to win. Everybody got a 1. I'm going to ask it one more time, and then I'm finna go to the next question. I'm going to give everybody 1 if you think Terence Crawford is a Hall of Famer now. Okay. Right now. Now, 2 is the second question. The second question. Do you believe in your soul, long, own, personal, subjective opinion that Errol Spence Jr. is a Hall of Famer now? Press 1. If you don't, press 2. Let me get the ones cleared out for this is the second question. Let's get the ones cleared out because I don't want no ones for Errol Spence. We asking EJ. I'm going to put this 2 in here. So anything after this 2, because I don't think Errol Spence is a fucking Hall of Famer right now. So right now we got 2s in. I'm trying to look for somebody who might think the motherfucker is a Hall of Famer. Okay, we got Diesel, 954. Gotcha. I respect it. We're going to cook on it because we want to build. And I want, when I drop this link, don't tell me you at work. Don't tell me you goddamn running around with the kids. You get your ass in here and speak your piece. Ain't nobody going to cuss you out or nothing like that. This is just on the subject of Errol Spence Jr. We spicing it up. Sometimes we have these spicy conversations. So don't take it personal. This ain't on my brethren or my sister, and I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about these 2 specific son of a bitches, as in Crawford, Errol Spence, and what I saw in the presser. So if we all kind of understand logically in our own personal opinions that Errol Spence ain't no fucking Hall of Famer, but Crawford is right now, of course all his opponents ain't gonna be shit. He's the nigga that we think is the fucking Hall of Famer. So everybody that Spence, everybody that Crawford fight ain't gonna be shit because he make them ain't shit because he's a Hall of Famer. That's what Hall of Famers do. When Spence fight people, it's gonna be a 50-50 sometimes and some doubt sometimes because this nigga ain't a Hall of Famer, man. The fuck is we talking about? Now, when we start talking about discrediting EJ, we're not discrediting the goddamn thing because the fight is booked for July the 29th, and I'm going to purchase the product. So let me get this straight for all you guys out here. Let me get this shit straight. First of all, I buy the pay-per-views. I don't stream it. So don't come to me talking about no product that I'm going to buy. I can say what the fuck I want to say about the product that I'm going to goddamn buy. That's how the fuck that work over here. I'm going to purchase the pay-per-view. I'm telling you that shit now. I don't know what they split is. If that shit, is it $100? I don't know. I'm going to give Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, from Zone 6, he go $100. Y'all can split that shit up how the fuck y'all want to do it. I don't give a damn. I'm going to pay for the luxury to speak my fucking opinion and my observations. Freedom of motherfucking speech. That's how it go down over here. I don't give a fuck if you understand this. If this might not be the podcast for you. Again, we're going to get back to football and other shit. But if you don't like this kind of tone, wait for me to drop a historical video. We'll get back to that. But I got a bone to pick in this war on Errol Spence bullshitting ass. I can't take this shit no more. I wake up every day and I'm looking at other shit. I'm trying to look at football, I'm looking at baseball, and I see all the YouTube boxing community just talking about what they think they can extract from the presser. What is you niggas extracting? Ain't shit in it. Derek James. I'm just tired of talking about this. I'm just happy the fight happened. All right. Bye, y'all. Spence. We smoking on a bud pack today, cause I told y'all I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Bye, y'all. Bomac. Can somebody give me a hamburger? It's gonna be tough. Man, sit your ass. Man, somebody get this nigga some water and sit this nigga Bomac down, man. That shit is nerve wracking. Man, somebody sit this nigga the fuck down. That's all I'm gonna say. Terence Crawford. You beat people that I beat. Man, Terence Crawford. Fuck what he talking about. You're the pound for pound best fighter in the fucking world. You are the pound for pound best fighter in the world, my nigga. Do you want to be that or not? Tell this pussy nigga Errol Spence, you ain't shit. You ain't gonna never be shit. You ain't gonna beat me, my nigga. Not with a nigga licking in your fucking ear by the name of Yellow Beezy. Not you, nigga, who been fat every time I caught you. You're ballooning up to 180, 190, and all your camps been fat camp. Nigga, not you, nigga, who came off a horrific car accident. When I can fight on the mid-range, the outside, nigga, and I got punching power, and I'm stopping shit at welterweight, nigga, fuck you. Of course everybody ain't gonna be shit when they fight me, because I'm the fucking Hall of Famer, my nigga, not your sorry ass. You got 3 belts, my nigga. Nigga, I only had 4 belts in one division. That's more than you ever had in your life. You got 3, I got 4 from one division. And I'm in your division, and I got 1, nigga. And you the one decided to play this clean up the street game. We could have been got this shit on. And it would have made your path easier, to be honest with you. Had this nigga Errol Spence played it smart, they should have been fought Terence Crawford. And then he should have did to clean up his side of the street and became undisputed through PBC. That's how I know that nigga scared of Terence Crawford. That's how I know. The nigga scared of Terence Crawford. And he's concerned because he know he's not confident in his abilities after the car wreck. This is a cash out, let me see what I can do type of fight. If he could go ahead and bust Terence Crawford's head, then that's going to be more power to him and an indictment on Terence Crawford as the biggest fraud in pound for pound history. And I don't want to hear shit about what Canelo is and ain't done no more to be on a pound for pound list. I don't want to hear that shit. And yes, we're going to get on Canelo monkey ass too if he fight Badu Jack. We're going to do this shit again. Let that motherfucker book that fight and they start that press tour shit. I'm going to rip his ass down like a motherfucker. I'm going to start shitting on these pressers. If I ain't getting what the fuck I want out of these pressers, I'm going to talk it. I don't know what you niggas want because I don't stream fights, nigga. I don't get on the internet looking for free shit. So don't get on here telling me what I can and cannot fucking say because I buy the product. That's what I do. The shit on my cable bill every goddamn month. And I don't know what these 2 niggas gonna deliver. I don't know if these niggas gonna deliver me a goddamn draw. I don't know if these niggas gonna pull out the goddamn fight. I don't know if this nigga, one of these niggas gonna have to be get a last minute replacement. I don't know, nigga. I'm going into it in the blind. I'm taking a gamble. Don't talk to me that I'm hating on now one of these niggas like I owe now one of these niggas something. You see what Errol Spence said, the blue blood. You think I'm going to put myself in that position? Man, look. Fuck both of them niggas. I don't give a fuck about now one of them. Only thing I care about is these motherfucking hands. And you proving that you the best, and I'm paying you for that. I ain't paying to go see Errol Spence shadow box. I don't want to interview with that nigga. I don't give a fuck because the shit I'm going to ask you ain't going to go right. I don't want to hear that shit. Bud ain't articulate, neither is Bomac. I don't know what the fuck neither one of them saying. That shit was uneventful. That shit was trash. It was garbage. I didn't get anything out of it. Neither one of the pressers. I seen Errol Spence in high heels looking taller. I seen Crawford looking like Crawford. And at the end of the day, dog, I believe that Errol Spence needed proper treatment to get back to where he is in life. and I believe there was some PED usage. So it is what it is. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. Now, could they break the bank on the pay-per-views? Probably so. This is not an economic conversation. I know Al Heyman got that shit down. And Espinoza them got to see. Espinoza got the media part. I'm not worried about that. Espinoza is a professional person that runs a network. Al Heyman is an astute and well-known businessman. I'm not worried about that. I like both of the fighters, and I like to fight. And I'm going to show my appreciation by purchasing the fight and sitting my ass down, not going to a bar, not doing anything but giving my undivided attention to these two combatants. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. So yes, I'm going to talk about the product that I plan on buying. And if this ain't one of these ones that you can stomach, then you just need to catch the next one. I'll be talking about football on tomorrow night for those who might want to join. Also, I also have a fantasy football league that I'm trying to get together. If you guys want to hit me up on that, please let me know. My email is down here scrolling across the bottom. I always put the Cash App in there because some people kind of wanted to find it. I want to make it readily available. Of course, you can donate if you want to. That's not a big deal to me. It's your choice, and we can leave it at that. Contact info, zone6boxing@gmail.com. Please hit me up if you're interested in fantasy football. If you like to play it, I got enough people to drum up some interest in creating a second league. We already have a first league, and I just want to make that announcement. That's my own advertisement. Goddamn it, I don't need none. I can do my own shit. If you guys want to fuck with that, then let me know, because I got Young Billy want to do it. Y'all know who Young Billy is. Shout out to Young Billy. I got Rollo Jenkins that want to do it. I'm going to do it. And then we're looking for a couple of other guys to do it. Those are the three. I need 9 more people that may want to join. Only thing you got to do if you want to participate, it's going to be a cash league. It's going to be a $50 buy-in. It's going to be the YouTube Sports Community Fantasy League 2, because I already got one. You know what I'm saying? And then what I'll probably do is with those 2 leagues, I'll probably try to I might keep it. I might not do that. I might take like the top guys and switch them or something. I don't know. I might leave it the same. But if you're interested in it, just let me know so I can get the league started and stuff like that. But if you don't stomach this and this don't go down well, wait till I do the Bloodline and historical content videos. But right now, I'm finna trash the shit out of Errol Spence, bullshit ass, and Terence Crawford. I got Crawford winning the goddamn fight because he better. He better win his fight. He better go ahead and stop this dude and get some separation, which I think he is. And he's going to be the 2-time undisputed champion of the world in the 4-belt era, outside of Clarissa Shields. All right? And he could have been did it, but I believe it was fucking my boy. See, and that's the shit that I'm talking about. I watch all schemes. See, Clarissa Shields is the first 2-time undisputed champion in all of boxing, male or female. But see, it's supposed to be in Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, and that's that bullshit. So now Clarissa Shields got to jump on it because she was getting the fights worked. Errol Spence delayed this shit, and they could have been got this on for undisputed. They could have put Crawford in there with somebody that had a belt, and they could have put Spence in there with somebody with a belt, because Spence had the IBF and Crawford had the WBO. They could have let PBC build this up. PBC, he could have fought Ugas, and he could have fought Sean Porter the first time for the belt, or however they wanted to do the shit, man. It just didn't matter. But they could have let Crawford get in on that little situation over there, and we could have had both of these boys with 2 belts, and they could have been coming in doing it the right way. Young Billy, shoot me an email right now. I'm up live in HD. Can you go ahead and shoot me your email to my email so that I can get it kind of started, so I can go ahead and make the template, and me and you will be the first 2 in the league, and you'll see that today. I'll create a league, the second league, and I'll open it up, and then I'll fill it up as I need to with how many other people participate. Once I get to 4, I'll open up the application and we'll go from there. And then I'll get the other 8 to make a 12-man full point PPR league, $50 cash in buy-in. So Billy, please shoot me your email. If anybody else is interested in the fantasy football league, let me know. All right, we'll hit an hour. Y'all don't heard me run my mouth and shit on these guys and give my big ass opinion. We know that we don't think that Errol Spence is a Hall of Famer right now. We think that Terence Crawford is a Hall of Famer. We've seen both pressers. You guys had enough days to watch other people's content. If you're an Errol Spence fan, come on in. If you're a Terence Crawford fan, come on in. You can cook me if you like. You can agree with me if you like. It's all love. It's all respect. I just don't like them niggas. So let me drop this link and see who got the nuts to come in this bitch and speak their piece. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Here you go. Because I don't like this shit. I'm not impressed. This shit trash. The presser is garbage. Bomac is struggling with breathing on a microphone. He can't hardly stand up to even really talk. Let the man. Why not just have the man sit down and bring a mic to Bomac, considering his size and his stature, so he could kind of get more out. Because him standing up, he's clearly having issues to kind of articulate what he want to articulate. Bomac's talk a lot more shit when he's comfortable and sitting down, but that walk, get up to the podium, I ain't knocking him, but that's a lot for a guy of his size and his stature, especially in front of those people. And I understand that public speaking has a lot of people nervous, and a lot of people don't know how to do it, and it scares a lot of people to talk in front of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, and Errol Spence and Terence Crawford may have that effect or that factor, but at the end of the day, both of these niggas talk slow. None of them are charismatic. None of them have charisma. And I'm trying to figure out what you niggas are seeing within a lack of charisma to suggest that you think that one or the other has an edge. I seen a nigga with high heels on the first day to look bigger. I seen both of them niggas kind of not being able to speak their piece. I ain't heard Terence Crawford say nothing about him being really the pound for pound best in boxing. I keep hearing them going back and forth with YouTube jokes. One nigga talking about frying fish, and the other nigga talking about smoking bud packs. This shit kind of whack, man. This shit kind of whack. So what's the move, man? We already established that Errol Spence is not a Hall of Famer. Okay? We already established that Bud isn't Hall of Famer. So, of course, when he fight people, it's going to be different. When he fight people, they're going to look like shit compared to Errol Spence, because Errol Spence ain't a Hall of Fame guy. So when they both fight Sean Porter, I expect to see some separation between the two. That's what I expect to see. All right? They both trash. The presser's trash. I'm not impressed. Go ahead, Phil. You in here. Let's get it.
What's good with y'all, man? Check this out. Yeah, I was last night, man, saying that the press lackluster. Both guys,
You chop.
you know, man. This
We kind of
can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound clear now.
You can hear? All right, cool. Now I was on the channel last night talking about the presser, and you know, one thing I was saying was that, you know, it was lackluster. I'm not excited about it. Both of these guys are extra corny, man. You know, Bomac not talking shit, Derrick James not talking no shit, man. It just seemed like it's a lot of mutual respect, and the parts that's not respectful is just extra corny. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, the pressers are trash. You know, I can't wait for the 29th to come just to get through these fucking pressers, man, because they are terrible, bro. I agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? I do also agree with you on Terence Crawford being a Hall of Famer. I think Errol Spence can get there, but he's gonna have to move up out the division, and it's gonna be determined partially on what happens in this fight with Terence Crawford, or 2 fights or 3 fights, whatever these guys gonna have. Or if the guy moves up to another division and start collecting belts there. But he's not far away from being a Hall of Famer. He just gotta accomplish a little bit more potentially in another division, or beat Terence Crawford. That'll slingshot him in there. But man, with that being said, bro, yeah, man. I mean, these pressers, man, they horrible, bro. I ain't seen no shit like this. But we all know this though, man. Terence Crawford, part of his thing that made him unappealing to a lot of people was, and the reason why he wasn't selling is because he's not that guy that jumps in front of the camera and talk big shit and bang on the chest and let people know he the best in the world. You understand what I'm saying? Also, Spence kind of guy that is get up and speak that shit either. You know what I mean?
I know you coming from the gym and you get into the house, right? I know you're gonna cook. You kind of choppy. Let me do this. Hold the thought so we can get you in a comfortable spot, and let me let Tony Reviews and Cam go, because I know you gonna cook right. I want to make sure everybody hear you clear. So let me let you do that, and then let me let Tony and them go, so that way you get in good spot, because you kind of chopping in and out. Tony, go ahead.
What's good on my dude? How you doing?
What's up?
So I'm gonna say this: the 2 pressers were trash. However, I mean, I don't take much of face-offs, press conferences. Like, that doesn't dictate who's gonna win the fight. But Spence was outwitting Crawford by far. Like, his delivery, his responses, talking about how he was Moby Dick, fishing pole
that's a bit.
catch him. No fishing pole could catch him. He's gonna sink the boat. Like, the little things that he was saying. I'm Jamaican. We smoke bud. He was outperforming him when it comes to the verbal. But that doesn't really mean that he's gonna win the fight. Doesn't mean Bud's gonna lose the fight. As far as them being Hall of Famers, Terence is already a Hall of Famer. Win, lose, or draw, he's already made it to the Hall of Fame. Spence is 1 fight away. This fight will make him a Hall of Famer if he wins. If he loses, he may never be a Hall of Famer. But if he beats Bud, he'll be there. This will be the legacy-defining fight for him if he can win. For Bud, this is more of a ATG legacy-defining fight, because 2-time undisputed, 2 different weight classes. Now you got to start talking about him not just being elite, not just being number 1 pound for pound, but where does he stack up in the all-time great? So that's what this fight does for Terence.
All right, Cam, it's on you. I know you're a Terence Crawford fan, man. Your boy sound real slow out there, and Bo Mac sound heavy as a motherfucker. What's going on, man?
One love to you, Zone 6. Listen, I can't even lie. I wish Bud would have popped this shit a lot more and talked a lot more shit. You know what I'm saying? Highlighting on some of the fuck shit, the bullshit that's been going on. I wish he would have went on and kind of, you know what I'm saying, let motherfuckers know, hey man, these motherfuckers been holding up the fight, dragging their feet. But instead, I think they gag ordered my dog and gave him the default answer to let him know it doesn't matter who was holding up the fight. We got it. It's here now. I would have loved to see him pop his shit though. But one thing I will say, some brothers are not as witty with their words. You know what I'm saying?
That, Cam. You know why I can't let you get away with that? You know why? Because today I'm gonna push back on both fans, because I ain't satisfied with none of these son of a bitches.
Yeah,
I'm gonna push back on you, because he wouldn't like that on the Wallow interview. He was talking good shit on the Wallow and $1 million worth of game thing.
I agree.
Yeah, so I've been waiting for somebody to get up here and say that. No.
I feel like he should have. I feel like that's the Bud he should have highlighted and actually brought to the podium, to the mic. That was the character he should have showed. Same guy that was willing to get on. You hollered at Bozy Ennis and Boots Ennis directly, like, hey, all y'all gotta do is pop shit, and you can get the fight. You know what I'm saying? He was on nigga like standing on shit. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to get on stage with that same exact energy. Like, nigga, you ain't shit. I'm gonna beat your ass. You soft.
Hold on, I hear you saying that, but is he holding that? Because let's talk, because you
yeah. Now
so
what I'll say is, let
me ask these questions. We know what you've been saying. We got plenty of data on you and what you be saying. We know what we talking about your thoughts. No. You ain't getting out of this shit today. What I'm asking you is people who think Spence is going to win the fight, their counter arguments, what you just heard from Tony Reviews, and wait till Phil get on here, you're gonna hear what he say. It appears that Bud energy is changing to suggest maybe he a little bit more scared than what we think. Maybe he was capping. Maybe
I can't say that though, Zone, because the whole, if we look at even the first the first presser, Bud literally turned and was staring the hole straight through Errol. Errol would not even face Bud. He wouldn't look at Bud. Errol was giving Bud the same kind of energy where when you in traffic and a motherfucker cut you off and y'all gotta pull up at the same light and that motherfucker staring the hole through your motherfucking ass and you won't look over there at him. He was looking straight ahead. That's exactly how Errol was looking at first presser, sitting up there in them goddamn wedge heels. All right. Now on the flip side, what I will say, you know what I'm saying, just because a person engages in a stare down, they always say the person who breaks first breaks mentally. You know what I'm saying? Or they lost the stare down. But I ain't gonna lie, I've been in stare downs with niggas where I broke first and I still beat their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's no indication to me of an individual, but you can tell a person's body language. You know what I mean? And the one thing I always said was, we saw Errol confident against all his other opponents, but every time Terence Crawford's name is brought up, his whole energy shifts, changes, and switches. He doesn't sound as confident when it comes to Terence because he actually feels this is the first opponent who he's faced who has the ability to potentially beat him. You know what I'm saying? So as an act, knowing that coming into the fight, you don't want to put your foot in your mouth, pop too much shit, get out here, get beat up, and now you got embarrassed on your Adrian Broner shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I get what we saying. We want guys to talk their shit, pop their shit, let it be known, stand on that shit, and then get in the ring and throw them motherfucking hands. I get all of that. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. This was the time over these last 2 days for you to get on stage and let the world know I'm that nigga. He ain't shit. They've been smearing my name for the last I don't know how many years. Fuck this nigga. I'm finna expose this nigga. I'm finna show this nigga. What I will say is niggas like Bud that don't talk, that don't really use they words are usually pretty decent with their hands. Now, what I will say is this: Bud likes to pop shit after he wins. You know what I mean? Because the competitive nature of Cuz is, if you beat me, nigga, you gotta fight me every time you see me now until I win. He's that competitive. Like, I don't care what it is, nigga. Connect Four, basketball, football. If you beat me once, we gotta keep playing until I win.
We gonna rotate it around. You ain't finna massage Terence Crawford shoulders today on this motherfucker. Nah. No, I'm finna move the blood because you giving us a lot of lip service. He talked a lot of shit all the way up for the last goddamn 5 years. Now all of a sudden the motherfucker shy. That's bullshit. Y'all
I don't like that respectful shit either.
No, that's bullshit. No, because he ran up on the man. He been talking shit to everybody in the division. Now all of a sudden, cat got his tongue. Fuck that. No, that's bullshit. Blood, go ahead.
Georgia boy, what's up with you? We ready. Yeah.
Yeah, what you think about that press conference, man? What you got?
Listen, man. The first press conference, I kind of gave him a pass on it because I expected them to lift it up on the second press conference, which I never talked about the second press conference, but it was kind of the same thing, man. It became a little bit repetitive and redundant and stuff like that. And these guys don't talk good shit, man. They don't got the gift of gab like that. I don't think that Terence Crawford is scared or nothing like that. I don't think these guys are really, to be real with you, I don't think neither one of them is scared. I think the moment is just too big, and these guys are not really naturals at running promos. So the moment is big. They kind of ran out of material now because all this stuff is getting kind of corny now with the fish fry and all the fish talk and the I smoke bud and all of that shit. It's getting a little bit corny now, man. I'm glad it was the last presser, man. I'm just ready to see the fight because the shit really got really corny yesterday. That's why I didn't even talk about it. I looked at it. I was like, man, and the trainers ain't really they ain't talking no good shit. Bo Mack ain't had nothing good to say. Derek James ain't had nothing good to say. It's too much respect. Okay, so if he made you wait for all this time, right, then why can't he just bring it up and stop saying stuff like, well, we're finally here now. No, man, because the fight fans online, they still up here talking about, well, the fight took too long and he waited him out and this and that. So, okay, just address the elephant in the room, man. Spice the shit up. The shit was dull, man. It was dry. The shit was dry yesterday. That's what I got
for you, bro. Because I've been waiting for everybody. I knew I said I got a question for Cam. I got one for B-Talk if he jump on everybody because I know you guys. Now, Blood, I knew you was going to respond like that. So my question for you is, since they don't seem to appear to be good at promo, now what's your thoughts on this A-side, B-side fuck shit that Errol Spence then was pulling? Because the presser ain't living up to showing me that now one of them niggas was no A-side and shouldn't have been stalling the fight out in the fucking first place over money. Because both of them niggas sucks ass at promo in this goddamn fight. If that promo was what we had to rely on sell pay-per-view numbers, that shit gonna flop. Based on them two pressers, that pay-per-view is gonna flop. So what's your thoughts on all that A-side, B-side shit that we had to hear for years? And I'm gonna go ahead to you, Cap. Go ahead.
Okay, man. My thoughts on the A-side, B-side is pretty obvious that they got Terence Crawford as the B-side because they always introduce him first because, the final guy is always supposed to be like the A-side type of guy. But all that A-side, B-side shit was just a bunch of bullshit to me anyway because I've always thought that these guys had the same kind of resume. People came on here for years arguing about the resumes, who did this, who was a broken fighter, was Kell Brook broken, was Sean Porter the same guy, all of this stuff, and I still thought the same thing, that these guys had pretty much the same kind of resumes. Terence Crawford did a little bit more outside of the welterweight division. He became an undisputed. He's a multi-weight champion. So, I always thought that A-side, B-side shit was bullshit because no one was an outlier either when it came to, like, pay-per-views or anything like that, and, like, none of these guys have got no Floyd Mayweather numbers. Or none of that shit, man. It's just time for these guys to fight. They're a little boring. They're dull. I'm a little bit tired of their shit, really, to be honest. I'm tired of hearing some of these lame-ass fans talk about the shit all the time, the same shit every fucking day. So, I'm just ready for the shit to go, man. I'm going to go ahead and let my boy Capson Full G. I see that that northern boy there. So, I'm going to let him do his thing, man.
All right, that is. Hey, and at the Caps, Big Hill, I see you in here. You got some. You let your nuts hang. It look like it's a crowd here, so you're gonna finally come up here. I got you, Big Hill. You next at the Caps. Go ahead, Cap.
Yeah. You know what? When I look at this press conference, it looked like they have like a mutual diplomatic bullshit shit going on because when they asked Crawford why the fight takes so long, he said it doesn't matter, right? They asked him again. He said that, right? But Errol Spence, it's not what they say, it's what they don't say. Errol Spence did not come back with anything. So I want to hear them ask this nigga, Errol Spence, why the fight took so long. If he got the same response as Crawford does, I know this shit is diplomatic, man. Because all they got to do is that's how that shit's going to start off. That's how we going to pop off shit. Why this shit took so long? Why this shit took so long? Was it money? Was it Vada? Was it this? Was it that? Why? That's what we've been arguing about all damn 5 years. Why is it taking so long? So they both kind of not saying nothing about that. And when Crawford say, well, I'm not that the fight is here, I don't hear Errol Spence saying nothing. See, it's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. So now I want to hear somebody ask Errol Spence, why the fight take so long? Well, I heard him say something personally that he said, "Oh well, because you know, all the gruesome negotiations Crawford was going through." But he didn't say that in the press conference. He said that in some kind of other interview. But now, when the press conference is here, this is what I want to hear. Why it took so long. So that's my thing, man. I feel like they got some kind of mutual diplomatic shit, and they don't want to, you know. That's why it sounds so corny, man. This shit sounds goofy, man. They're on both sides, man. That's all I gotta say, man. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear somebody tell me why this fight took so long, and somebody say something. Because I know if Errol Spence say something that he ain't supposed to say, Crawford's gonna get on the shit like, "Oh yeah, for real, nigga, what? Is that what you said? Oh, you lying, nigga?" And then shit gonna pop off. So if I don't hear nothing between those two about why this fight took so long, I'm just gonna sit back and just wait till Crawford put this nigga down. That's it. That's all I got to say, bro. That's it.
Okay, Big Hill. Listen up. You jumping in now, so go ahead. What you got? I know you with Crawford. I mean, you with Spence. So go on and pop your shit now. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, you're right. I just see Spence beating Terence Crawford. Nothing against Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is a phenomenal fighter. I like Terence Crawford. I just think Spence is too big for Terence Crawford. But we'll see on fight night if he be able to hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he can. We'll see on fight night. But other than that, man, I do agree with the last person that just talked. It is a mutual diplomatic respect going on. I tried to watch both press conferences thinking that we really was going to find out who was the one that was holding stuff up. But we really didn't find out who was holding stuff up because both of these guys got – I guess they talked about it on the phone that they wasn't going to disrespect each other because that's how the fight got made. So I guess that's what we seeing. But as far as us as the fans, we really want to know who's the reason why the fight didn't get started so that we can really talk shit to who like Terence Crawford and who like Errol Spence to get more shit popping and more interest into the fight. But that's just my take, man. I got Errol winning a unanimous decision. I don't see either one of them hurting each other during this fight. I just think it's going to be who got the stronger will to keep on pushing through. And I think Errol Spence willpower is pretty good, seeming that this cat done been through a car wreck and somehow got his way back into the ring and started fighting. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta give a guy some type of credit for that, because I know any one of us go through a windshield, we ain't gonna be doing the same shit. So that's all I gotta say, man.
Zone 6, I'm out, man. Yo, I respect your charm, man, and big up to you, blood, man. I gotta get back on the plantation, bro.
Do you think?
Yeah, I'm my boy Caps and Full G, man. That's my
Caps.
child, man. I've been
like
doing it for a while. That's
Caps. Yeah, Caps gonna have to jump on more often. I like it. I rock with Caps. All right. He bigger than him because of the high heels he was wearing? And if I go through a windshield, I would expect my family to put me on PEDs and steroids and stuff.
Whoa. Now, Zone, we're not gonna do this.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
No, we're not.
Windshield.
Zone.
Put me
You're not gonna say nobody on steroids because you don't got no proof of that, man. So,
hey, I got a question. No, I do got a question because didn't he return back faster than he was projected to on both of his injuries?
Well, I'm gonna say this for Hill. I just want to respond to Hill, and you got it, Cam. I'm telling you this, and then Jimmy, when you jump in, you'll go at the Cam. I'm just saying, if I went through a windshield, I'm a civilian. I would want my wife them to give me all the medication that's going to help my bone heal as fast as possible and help me recover. And that's usually going to be PEDs. Hell, I ain't fighting nobody, just like he wouldn't fight nobody. So he's an investment. He's a valuable workhorse in a stable that has a belt. I'm not surprised, or I wouldn't be surprised if he needed additional assistance. I mean, he ain't going to the ring with if I was Terence Crawford, I would do your random blood and urine test. That's what I'm telling you. Go ahead, Cam.
Now, I mean, just to piggyback on that point, though, when you start to cook on it and you start to look into it, it looks possible. But then the fact that he makes weight, he's never been popped dirty, they'll say that it's highly unlikely. But what I feel like is during the moments and periods where he is injured, and I gotta say this with the air quotes, but during the periods where he's injured, that's the time for him to be able to take whatever he takes and cycle it out of his system to be able to go into training camp and have a full training camp. If we look at his activity, he's fought every 15 plus months. You know what I mean? Whether we call it the car accident, and then what was so crazy about it was because he stated on the podium that he's been out for a 16-month layoff when they fight in July, and that it took so long, but he's not recovering from anything, and nothing kept him from this fight. But on December 10th, the same night that Bud fought David Avanesian, Errol went live on Instagram and stated he was in a car accident, showed his vehicle, and then went on to another PBC platform and stated that he would be out due to a leg injury from the car accident, and he will be returning back to boxing in April, May, or June. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of odd. But when you, like I say, it looks like conspiracy because he's never popped dirty. He's never, ever, ever popped dirty. But the other thing that I want to add to that is the guy who owns or who now runs VADA, Victor Conti, actually went on Twitter and tagged both Errol Spence and Terence Crawford about joining the VADA 24/7 testing because, according to sources, Errol has not been signed up for VADA since Mikey Garcia, but Bud is signed up for it.
See, that's what I want to know from you, Cam. Since you need to tell Bud to get that motherfucker tested, blood and urine random. That's what I'm saying. Leave no stones left unturned. This is a historical fight. I don't care if it's in opposition to your thought process. Yeah, if I was him, this is a chance to become the 2-time undisputed champion of the world, bro. You don't have time to play games with these cheating ass, bullshit ass, suspect ass guys. To keep the square deal square.
Wow. But now it looks like, but if I do it during a period of inactivity zone there, and I don't have a fight on the books.
We know that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying,
I know exactly what you're saying. I get it. I got you.
Because I know they put the nigga on something. I ain't stupid. What I'm saying is, for myself, for undisputed, I'm gonna still make sure that a nigga don't want to try that shit with me. That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
Tell your boy Bill to get his head out of his goddamn ass. Stop talking about fish fries and don't let this nigga come in here without taking no drug test, random blood and urine cam. Can you do that for us?
Yes, sir.
Tell him he need to do that shit now because we don't want Errol Spence to go in here with nothing in this shit. And that's according to Terence Crawford. We want this to be a clean, undisputed championship fight. I don't want to hear anything on 30 for 30 about the time we didn't catch somebody doing some shit they didn't want to do or should have been doing. That's all I'm saying. I want this to be a great, undisputed shot. Tell that motherfucker to get Errol Spence tested. I don't know how you feel about that. Go ahead, Jimmy.
I agree, bro. I mean, you know, with Errol Spence, I always had my suspicions about him. You know, this dude will literally look like Homer Simpson 4 months before he fights. And then
that's funny. Homer Simpson. Wow.
So you mean to tell me that this nigga still ain't on VADA testing? Errol Spence? Come on, man. Hold on, man. I got this shit now.
See,
Wait a minute. Come on, bro.
Yeah, blood and bullshit about these undisputed fights. And I know blood like to make sure that everything's on the up and up. See, while we talking about fish fries and smoking blood, see, I'm telling y'all, that's some shit that they distracting us from. He ain't fooling me. That's why you boys Zone6 come here. I'm gonna make you think. I don't care what y'all say. This nigga need to be tested. You can call it propaganda, call it whatever you want. I wouldn't leave nothing on the table for my 2-time undisputed run. That's all I'm saying.
I feel it. I definitely feel it. They just gonna call it, oh man, he's scared. He holding up the fight again. Bud doing some more shit. He putting some more bullshit in the game. They
You-
will not.
Wow.
Guess what
Like,
they-
It don't matter what
I'm
they
already,
say, man.
I already had to come over here and sign to your network in order to get this fight. Y'all was already trying to shaft me and give me a bullshit deal. You know what I mean? I'm already expecting to come into this fight down 3 rounds on the scorecards before the fucking first bell rings for the fight. Like,
Wow. Come
I'm not
on, man.
expecting to get a fair shake coming into this fight. This is
See,
why
this is my
we
crazy.
can't let this fight go to the judges.
Here's
this
my
is my point
thing,
right
man.
here.
I hear you guys, man, but let's just keep it real, man. It sounds like everybody's trying to put like an excuse out there already before the fight even starts if Bud loses. And
Well,
that's
we
what
can
it
say
sounds
the
like.
same thing with Errol's car
And
accidents in his
no, I'm not gonna. I told Zone when me and Zone talked last night. I told him I'm not gonna use that as an excuse. I come right here on this podcast the very next day if he loses and be like Terence Crawford special, and he a bad motherfucker. I already told him that.
I
But
can
don't be
respect
throwing
your
stuff out there.
I can
And
respect
Terence,
your stance though, because you're in a you can look at things objectively as a fan of the sport of boxing and not just as a man fan, a fan of a fighter. You can hold a
Yeah.
fighter accountable, even if you like him and you're a fan of what he does in the ring. You can still hold his feet to the fire and hold him accountable. The people, you are who we would call an Errol Spence supporter. You understand what I'm saying? The people we call aerosexuals is the motherfuckers that find no wrong in nothing he does. They find no fault in him. They won't hold his feet to the fire, but they make a comparison to everything that Terence Crawford does to Errol Spence. I mean, literally everything that Errol like everything Bud does, they compare it to Errol in some way just to make the comparison. Like I don't care whether it's in the ring, out the ring. Like they can say Bud got a mansion where Errol got a mansion that sit on top of acres. Sit on top of
Here's my
acres.
thing, right?
Stupid
Here's my
shit.
thing, bro. I ain't trying to cut y'all, but here's my thing. Like, I know that Terence throughout their careers, if they both was to retire right now, Terence Crawford is a Hall of Famer and will be remembered more than Errol Spence right now. And I'm an Errol Spence fan, and I'm telling you this because he's done more in the sport of boxing. But what I will say, if Errol beats him, that'll be different because he would have beat the man who done accomplished more in these last 10 years of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong or right?
Listen,
Yeah,
man,
I
it's
agree.
the
I
media's
agree.
job. Zone, it's the media's job to hold Errol Spence to the fire for that Vada shit. It don't got nothing to do with no aerosexuals or nothing like that. That's why I don't like the media of today. The media of today, you seen these guys out there, man. They're just a bunch of fanboys with cameras. They're scared they're going to get their credentials taken. They don't ask tough questions like the media of the 1980s and 90s. There's no way Errol Spence would have got away with that media right there. And then they want to go around and talk about the old media this and the old media that. Them niggas ask motherfucking legit questions. They would have asked Errol Spence straight up, are you in VADA testing? I mean, it's their job to smooth that kind of shit over. But they go to these events and they get all in a circle jerk and start asking all kind of friendly questions. And Errol Spence out here embarrassing media guys and all kinds of shit like that because these guys ain't no real media guys. They're fucking fans with cameras and shit like that. One day it's Errol Spence. The next day it's Bud Crawford they love. The next day it's Errol Spence. They're trying to build up their YouTube pages and all kinds of stuff like that, man. Get some real media men in there and ask these motherfuckers the right questions. Somebody on ESPN, when y'all hear this motherfucking video right here with Zone 6, somebody take the responsibility and ask that nigga if he's still on VADA testing. What's going on with the testing? It's a simple
Yes, sir.
Because if Errol is not on VADA testing, then Bud needs to come in there juiced up too. That's stupid for one fighter to come in there juiced up. Floyd Mayweather did that shit for several years with this USADA shit, where he'll come in and he'll be all juiced up and shit, fucking taking IVs and all kinds of stuff while his opponent's getting tested thoroughly. That shit is garbage, bro. Somebody needs to at least clear the air with that, because none of us sitting around here know really if they testing these guys and how they testing these guys and shit like that. If he's not signed up and enrolled in VADA, I got a question about it, and I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm not gonna give him full credit for the fight.
See, blood.
On that.
I found something for you. See, I knew you was gonna get interested. See, I know how you feel about that testing. Yeah, And Blue Blood, get your shit together. Next time you need some questions, come to me Zone 6, and I'll write some up, and your ass can be good to go. Don't let no boxer ever chump you off. You tell him, fuck you. I got Terence Crawford whooping your ass because he's a Hall of Famer. Don't you ever disrespect me like that again. If you guys out there, you YouTubers, come get me. I'll help you. These dudes don't be needing to disrespect none of y'all on YouTube. I don't give a fuck because as a professional, you're supposed to be able to relax. And even if the media say something terrible about you, you should be able to handle yourself. So that was not good that Blue Blood got handled like that, but it is his responsibility to handle that shit back. Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I just ask you, bro, like, because I had to go on, mute for a second because of issues. My problem with Errol Spence is this, bro. Like, you do literally, like I was saying, like, you look like a fat slob, someone who's you'd just come off winning, a pie eating contest, and then 3 months later, he's on a scale, shredded to the bone, looking like a juiced up racehorse. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he's been doing this for a while, against Ugas. This guy got badly hurt. His legs are gone. He recovered pretty fast. I mean, his engine was really tremendous. That guy, I mean, he looks like he's doing something he shouldn't, though, because how do you go from walking around at 200 pounds, allegedly, and then in a 3-month training camp, or maybe a little longer, right? 4 months, you're down to 147, shredded to the bone, 0 fat. Like, it looks a little shady,
Hey, but also too, he talks about the lack of water to his brain. That's why he slurred and fucked up. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. I say this though, man. When you talking about that, I told Zone this a while ago, man. We was talking. I said that that cat, man, he wasn't. This is what I think, and I'm a fan. I think he was stalling the fight because he wasn't in shape yet. Yeah. And I think that's what took so long. And that probably goes back to the car injuries. I don't make no excuses for him, but I'm just saying, I think that he wasn't going to sign that contract until he knew his body was right to get in the ring and fight Terence Crawford.
Man, do you know when Terence Crawford channels stated that very same thing, we got told we was lying, it was propaganda. Yeah. We don't know what we talking about. We not there with Errol Spence. How dare we say some shit like that, put some shit out there? We don't know. Look at his previous healing when he healed up from the first car accident, which was that much worse. Like, this is what I mean by Errol sexual. Yeah, like no matter what we try, we cook on real life topics, real life shit, they will take it and twist it and aggrandize it into like, well, the reason this happened is because he's so amazing. Like, if he can go through a windshield and can't be stopped, it ain't no way in fuck that Terence Crawford, little bitty, used to be a 135-pound ass, is gonna stop it. It's just like, then when you ask questions, hey, well, what about his mental health as far as him stating on the record that he has PTSD and, you know what I mean? Him driving and having flashbacks of the accident of the red car hitting him out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, so what if, certain punches on a certain side triggers that same mental or emotional response? Because a glove is red. You said the car that hit you on the side, it was red. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we know that certain brain trauma, a punch can pack the same amount of G-force trauma to the brain as a car wreck. Yeah. So it's not far-fetched to say that.
Cam, make sure you tell Bud to wear all red.
Boy, you ain't shit, dog. Hey, you know what, Zone, man? This boy here funny, man.
He gotta come to the ring wearing all red with a big ass Chevy emblem on him.
Yep.
Y'all so fucking stupid, man.
He's using Ferrari, right? What I do is I wear all red. Robe and everything, the gloves, and I get Ferrari to sponsor me.
And listen, the Aerosexuals are the dumbest fan base that I've ever seen, and I've seen them all on here. I've seen Pactards, Flomos. I've seen them all. The reason why the Errol Spence fan base is so dumb is because these motherfuckers actually think they're smart. I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't care nothing about them. I don't hold no weight in what an Aerosexual says. They're always going to make up some reason as to why Terence Crawford is ducking and all kind of stuff. Who I'm mad at right now is the boxing media. The boxing media fucking sucks. That guy Blue Blood, man, listen, man. I don't really got nothing against Blue Blood, and I would never make a title on Blue Blood. I just won't do it. But that motherfucker is actually happy, right? He got chumped, but he's happy. They love their attention seekers. He's happy he just got singled out, bro. He's happy about that. He don't care about that shit. That shit
My name is trending right now. All publicity, good publicity.
All publicity, you exactly, Killer Cam. All publicity is good publicity for them guys. Blue Blood is loving the fact that there's people around here making a video about him and stuff like that. These guys ain't no fucking fight fans, man. These guys are celebrities and all kinds of stuff like that. I really don't got nothing against Blue Blood. He's actually one of the cooler guys who really go hard for whoever it is, whatever month it is. He's deciding to go for whoever. He's all right. He's a fanboy with a camera. Is all he is.
So he like Young Miami and Puff Daddy. He like getting pissed on and he cool with that. That's what it is. Okay, so
he cool with that.
Cool, what? Dang. That's some strong words right there, man.
Young Miami.
Errol Spence gave me some extra attention. Ain't that something? Good brother and all that kind of shit, man. Fuck, I don't want to hear all that shit, man.
Okay.
I didn't listen to his. I don't listen to Blue Blood talk no more, man. I don't have no idea. The only reason I know about it is because a couple of the guys I listened to talk boxing, they talked about it and they gave Blue Blood a cover and they can't. He ain't giving none of them no cover on this channel. I don't even really know why they would really want to single out Blue Blood and give them a title on their YouTube page. Fuck that shit, man.
Hey, the only reason I gave a nigga a title is because he made a motherfucking episode about me.
Hey, so
you know what, bro? This isn't the first time. This is not the first time someone's called out Blue Blood because Javante Davis on the Rise podcast, even he made Blue Blood look like a little bitch. So this guy has a history of being, put on bitch status, and it's really bad, bro. Because as a man, you can't be happy about looking like a little bitch in front of the whole world because these videos are gonna be there forever. Imagine your grandkids clicking online and saying, "Oh, my grandfather, his golden moment was being a little hoe." I mean, that's not good, man.
I got a serious question.
You gotta understand this.
I got a serious question for y'all, man.
For a second here. Look, this is what we'll do then.
I got a serious question for y'all, man.
Since Blue Blood, we'll let you have it here, then we'll go to Tony Reviews with the question. Since he like to be peed on, we'll leave him where he at. We'll let him sit in his own. We'll let him sit there. Go ahead, Hill. You got it. We got it.
Hey, I got a real because y'all always seem to be very knowledgeable with boxing. All right, and I want to say everybody in here not biased. We all about whoever is the best man on that any given night.
No, I'm biased as fuck. Terence Crawford over everybody. Nigga. No,
I'm Crawford to win, bro.
Let me ask you this. To not be biased with this question I'm about to ask, but give your honest assessment. Keys to victory and what strategies would you use for both fighters going into this fight for them to win?
Tony,
I go first.
Tony, let Tony go first. After you let Tony go, because Tony just jumped in.
All right, so for me, if I was Errol Spence, since he never seen a fighter like Terence Crawford, and we know Bud like to switch. He like to switch from southpaw to orthodox. When I'm doing my sparring, I will put a fresh person in. I will have the first round I have an orthodox. Second round I have a goddamn southpaw. And they'll be fresh. I have like 20 different sparring partners because I've never seen Bud Crawford get tired in a fight. So I will always have a fresh sparring partner in there, whether they're southpaw or orthodox, to let Earl know that this is what he's going to be saying on fight night because that kid got a motor. So that would be some of the strategy I would use for Errol Spence to help him prepare for Terence Crawford. For Terence Crawford, it'll be somebody who is aggressive, and technically sound, right? Technically sound, and you know what I'm saying, be up on their defense. I have sparring partners fresh for that. That's just my take. I can keep going, but I'm just gonna give a little bit to see what you guys think. Go ahead, Zon. You got it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say this, Jimmy. 90% of the people who do YouTube content on boxing are bitches. 90% of them are not who they say they are. I remember the funniest shit I ever saw was like maybe 4 years ago. Ness was over there at some matchroom event, and they threw water on him. He started crying. Eddie talking about, I'll jump over the fence, I'll beat the dude up. And then he said, have at it. And he got scared, and he didn't jump over the fence. Bro, I wish somebody would throw water on me. Like, we going off top. I don't care if I get jumped by 30 security. I'm getting my lick in. Fuck that. Outside of that, keys to victory. Crawford cannot start slow. He cannot afford to start slow. He cannot get down 3 to 4 rounds from the jump, because you have to keep in mind, this is a PBC card. He's not signed to PBC, and PBC is very loyal to Spence. So if he's down 3 to 4 rounds at the start and he cannot get the knockout, more than likely he's going to lose on the scorecards. So he's got to start fast, and he cannot allow it to turn into a dogfight. He said it himself during the presser. When he gets hurt, he wants to fight more. He wants to be that dog. He wants to get in there. He's got to be careful, because regardless of the high heels or not, Spence is the bigger man. He may not be the stronger man, but he's still the bigger man. As far as Errol Spence goes, he's got to be careful with the counter punches, and he needs to do the one thing that nobody's really ever done to Bud, and that's work the body. Beat them guts up. Because ain't nobody really ever worked Terence's guts, and we don't know how he's going to respond to being hit in the stomach. Those would be the keys to victory for both guys, not be like 30 minutes long that I see.
All right, Phil, you back in here, man. You can respond to anything. He'll post a question about the stylistic matchup. If you are clear, you got it?
Yeah, man. Tell me. I'm good. I hope I'm good now.
You crispy.
All right, so check this out, man. You know, just the thing about Blue Blood, man. You know, he stayed getting handled by a nigga from Texas. Let me just put that out there. But on the side, you know what I'm saying? On the side note,
I gotta tell it now. No, I'm gonna tell it. Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm gonna tell it. Phil's about to beat up Blue Blood. He ran down on him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you the infamous. Okay, yeah. Please let me hear this story, sir. Because I've only heard 2 stories about a YouTube nigga getting ran down on, and this was one of them. So please, yes.
Hey man, look, man. This ain't what the show about, man. So look, check this out, man.
You gotta get his out. He tried to hide behind that suit and shit and play diplomatic. He's the one who started the notorious rundown on Blue Blood. That's all I'm saying. We gotta give him his flowers.
Gotcha.
So look, man.
Straighten these niggas out, Phil.
Man, look, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. At the end of the day, this is what I'm gonna say right here. I was talking about the presser earlier, right? So the presser, man, lackluster. You know what I'm saying? Not exciting at all. These guys are showing too much respect towards one another. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't a lot of shit talking. Bro, they would have did better not doing the presser at all, because both these motherfuckers extra corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, both of them cheesy as hell, bro. You know, so this is my deal, man. Terence Crawford has never been the kind of guy that likes to get in front of the camera during stuff like this and, you know, pound on his chest, beat on his chest to talk that big shit. Now, when he's just sitting down one-on-one doing interviews with somebody, maybe that's a more comfortable setting for him. And, you know, he'll talk his shit then. But as far as, man, when the big lights come on, man, you got all these cameras in his face, man. He's a real humble guy. And really, honestly, he don't need to be. And Errol Spence is just not the kind of guy that just talks a whole lot of shit. You know, that motherfucker talk as least as possible considering his condition. You understand what I'm saying? and we know I ain't got to speak on it. We all know he a little fucked up. You dig? So look, man. I'm glad these two had they two pressers, man. I hope they don't have any fucking more. They getting their training camps, man. I'm serious. I hope they don't have no more fucking pressers, man. And I hope that the fight lives up to the expectation that it's supposed to. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You understand what I'm saying? But both of them, man, super duper disappointed in the pressers, man. So that's just my thoughts on that. Now, stylistically, look, man, this is the deal right here. You know, you got to talk about the attributes that both these guys have. Obviously, you know, Spence's biggest attribute is that, you know, he's super consistent from start to finish, right? He likes to pump that jab. He likes to go to the body. You know, and he is fundamentally sound, but he does have lapses in his fundamentals when he's throwing his jab. Sometimes it'll get a little lazy and redundant without it actually working for him. So with that being said, you know, Terence Crawford obviously is the switch hitter. You know, Terence Crawford is the faster fighter. I think Terence Crawford has the better footwork. I think he's more athletic. I think he's an all-around, to me, fighter. I've been saying this for a very long time. He's the most reactive fighter in boxing to me personally, outside of a guy named Tyson Fury. Yeah, man. So that's his attributes. So stylistically, if I had to check these boxes off, I would slightly give the nudge to the overall all-around better fighter. But Errol Spence is obviously the bigger guy. He is imposing. And Terence Crawford gonna have to let his nuts hang if he want to survive those 12 rounds. You understand what I'm saying? Which I think he can, because he is a high caliber fighter and he is a Hall of Famer at the end of the day. It's gonna be a outstanding fight. I think it's 50-50. But if I had to give an edge, I would give it to Terence Bud Crawford without a doubt. On the sheer fact of consistency and stylistically, I just think that he can do more at the end of the day, bro. That's just my breakdown real quick without me going into too many details.
Okay.
All right.
We're not going to.
Anybody else with their stylistic breakdown? Cam, you went, or whoever next. Jimmy, what you see? Blood, what you see?
Well, I could give it to you again. I've given it to you guys before. I've always said that I want Terence Crawford to win the fight, so I am a little bit biased in this whole thing, and I think that he should continue to move towards Errol Spence's right, because Errol Spence, if you move towards his right like Danny Garcia did and like Porter did, Errol Spence is off balance with the left hand, so he needs to continue to move to the right of Errol Spence and try to keep it mid to long range until he could wear him down. As for Errol Spence, he just needs to apply pressure and go to the body. Who was it? Was it Tony's review who said that he need to go to the body a lot more? I agree with that, and just continue to place pressure on Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford is who I want to see win. So I'm gonna, when I break my shit down, I'm always breaking it down in favor for what I want Terence Crawford to do. I'm just a fan. I'm not a media guy, so I am biased when it comes to it myself, because I want Terence Crawford to win the fight. So, yeah, we've talked about the style several times now. It's just this old whack-ass presser, man. And these and another thing, too, about these whack-ass niggas, this nigga kept saying the whole time, I'm going to break them. I'm going to break them. Like, how many times you going to say the same fucking thing, man, about breaking them and breaking a mule and all time break them like a horse? And, man, come on, man. Where you get these jokes from? Off the farm or something? You must have been hanging around with Zone 6 on the dirt roads of Georgia or some shit. Hey,
look, blood. I do agree with you on one thing. I think that Terence Crawford, if he can fight Errol Spence at mid to long range, I think he stands a better chance of winning. As long as he doesn't let Errol collapse that pocket and dig into his body. This is the thing. You can outbox Errol Spence Jr. You understand what I'm saying? All the fights that either go to distance or go into the later rounds, it's because guys are fighting him at mid to long range. He doesn't do well with that, in my opinion, personally. If he can't walk you down, I don't know what his plan B is. So yeah, I agree with you on that. If he can fight him at mid range and long range, I think he stands a better chance of really putting something on EJ. So I agree with you on that, blood, for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Listen,
I want to say this. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, obviously I'm biased as well. I'm a big Crawford fan, and this has got nothing to do with Errol Spence. Errol Spence being a sodomite. I just prefer Bud Crawford as a fighter, bro. I feel like for Bud Crawford to win this fight, he just needs to be Bud Crawford, bro. He's a better athlete. He's the more skilled technical boxer. And I feel like he just needs to box smart, With Errol Spence, I think just trying to outwork Bud. But see, I just don't see how Spence wins, because if he tries to outwork Bud Crawford, right? Crawford's slick, explosive counters are gonna bludgeon him, right? And if he tries to box at range with Crawford, Crawford's too fast and his angles are too good. So for me, it's like, maybe it's because I'm a bigger Crawford fan, or I just can't see how he wins. Like, one guy is the better athlete, and he's the better technical boxer, right? And he's got more ways to win with Spence. I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm underestimating him, but there's just no way I can see how he beats. Unless Bud Crawford ages, I mean, he's 36, right? He's 36, so unless he ages overnight dramatically, and Errol Spence is on, those mega PEDs, which he might be on,
Oh my God!
Hey, I love how the panel, how it went from Spence fan to non-biased to hometown cooking. Goddamn it! Now check this out, right? So I gotta give Errol his just due. He works well off of his jab. All of his work comes off of his jab. He is a come forward pressure fighter. He is fundamentally sound, but he does have lapses in his fundamentals as well as lapses in his defense. Errol does not move his head. That's why he keeps the high guard up. Errol does not fight very well going backwards either off the back foot. He's also off balance a lot of times with the left hand and does take chances and lunge in some of his punches. And if he gets caught lunging or reaching, Bud will put him down that way. Now, the thing that I see for both fighters, I've never seen both fighters really tested to the body. What I did see against Errol Spence is that when guys go to his body, he doesn't like it either. Ugas had a lot of success when he was going to Spence's body. Ugas stopped punching. What I will say is this, though. Terence does have the better footwork, and he's the better athlete. He has a few more tools in the box, so that gives him more ways to win. What I do see, though, is Bud catching Spence in between punches to the body, going right to that liver. And we're going to see all of them club yellow beezy come up in the middle of the ring. Like, when it comes down to a fight of this magnitude, it ultimately, because both fighters are highly skilled in what they do respectively. They do what they do well. But what I see in this, mentally, one fighter is dealing with a disorder. Another fighter is dealing with the pressures of trying to outdo his last great performance for Undisputed and make history. You feel what I'm saying? So the pressure is on, and it ultimately comes down to which guy believes in himself more. And I ultimately feel that Terence Crawford does, because it's history. This is Native Omaha Day. It's Mama Deb's birthday. It's a lot going on for this man. He will be on an emotional high. And I feel like right now he believes in himself a bit more than Spence does. Champions don't stop fighting to look for their mouthpiece. You can knock my teeth out, nigga. I'm trying to knock the rest of yours out, then go pick my shit up after the fight.
Yeah, he got cover girl flaws. Another thing, too, you know, he don't only got the mouthpiece to worry about, he got to worry about that Jerry curl now, that S curl he got in his head.
not the
Get rid of the motherfucking S curl, because I don't want to hear no excuses that the activator got in your eyes and shit. Nigga going
No, he's trying to bring back the shag, blood. He's trying to bring back the shag.
Like that. No, it's just juices and berries, my nigga.
I guarantee you, he come in with the shag for this fight. That's gonna make all the aerosexuals, they gonna get real moist. They gonna cream their pants. They gonna holler, scream, and pinch their nipples because they've been screaming about Spence with the shag coming back. If Spence with the shag show up, it's over.
That nigga got a Shane Mosley Jerry curl. S curl. I'm on S curl when I see it. That nigga.
Hey, so I got a question for y'all. Are y'all basing y'all opinion of Crawford winning like solely 100% on him winning because Errol got in that car accident?
No.
I'm gonna say this. Let me give you my breakdown, right? I'm basing it on the fact that I don't give a fuck what version of Errol Spence you pick. You can pick the year, spin a bottle. I don't give a damn. What I'm saying to you is, on the outside, that is Crawford. In mid-range, that is Crawford. Crawford has more power. Crawford has a better punch selection. Crawford has more speed with hands, and he has more speed with feet. The only thing that Errol Spence does that is effective and efficient is fight on the front foot. Can he fight in mid-range? Absolutely. He's a professional boxer. Is he good at it? No. Can he fight on the back foot? No. I mean, it's not like he can't do it at all, but we're saying at a high level, right? Do you think that Errol Spence is going to get on his toes and start floating and box Terence Crawford ears out? Do you think he's going to whoop him in the mid-range? The answer is no. What we're relying on is this. This is the truth. And see, here, I know what y'all are trying to say, but I'm finna get your date. What you hoping for? This is what y'all saying, because y'all saying it without saying it. What y'all are trying to say is, hopefully Errol Spence can pop Crawford with something that gets Crawford's attention. Hopefully Crawford abandon fight on the outside or at mid-range and try to come in the inside to get his lick back. And you guys are saying that's when Errol Spence is going to beat him. Notice, it has to be after he tries to get his lick back. I've never heard any of you guys say whether Spence can beat him from the outside or at mid-range. You guys are basically saying Crawford only chance to losing this fight is fighting on the inside with Errol Spence, and it got to be generated from him getting hit with something trying to get his lick back. None of you guys down.
So here's my thing, right? I think Errol can beat him in the inside and mid. Where he can't beat Crawford is on the outside, because like you alluded to, Crawford is faster and have faster feet. But I think in the mid-range game, he will be all right. What he cannot do is let Crawford fight him on the outside the whole night. Because if he overreaches, Crawford is going to teach. I do know that.
I got a question though. But how does he defend himself in the mid-range when he doesn't move his head?
He asked you. I'm just responding to what my breakdown is. Now in the mid-range, I hear what you're saying, but that didn't work out too good for. Like Mikey Garcia was an example of him fighting at mid-range. Danny Garcia was him fighting at mid-range, and it went to the cards. No knockdowns. And Mikey Garcia ain't Terence Crawford, and Danny Garcia ain't Terence Crawford. He can have some success in the mid-range, but what I'm telling you is Crawford has absolute success in the mid-range. We saw that with Brooke. We saw that with Sean Porter. We've seen Crawford do that on numerous occasions, especially in the mid-range. Mid-range is where he getting a lot of them stoppages at.
Yep.
Well, like I said, it remains to be seen, man. That's why we're going to watch the fight. We'll be back the next morning after the fight. And if Errol wins, I don't want y'all trying to take away this man's victory by saying, oh, man, he on PEDs or anything like that. Because if Crawford wins, I'm an Errol Spence fan. I would get on here and I would say Crawford is special. Just like that. I'll come on here and say he is special.
Can I ask you a question, stylistically?
Go ahead.
What adjustments do you see Errol making? Number one, in the mid range, defensively, when he doesn't move his head, he only keeps the high guard, and Terence hooks around guard and punches through guard.
I think so. Yeah, I think he is defensively sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I do think where his advantages will come in at is, okay, let's say Terence Crawford is getting the better of him, right? In the mid-range. When he goes back to his corner, I think he has a better trainer than Terence Crawford do. I think Bomac just been living off the ability and skills of Terence Crawford. I don't think Bomac is a great trainer like that. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
And on the other side of that, I have to disagree. I can't say that in that both trainers have respectively had Fighter of the Year in their own respective in respective places. Both trainers have trained champion fighters. In that Derek James has Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo, and former
Frank
champion.
Martin.
I'm about to say Frank Martin and then former champion now Anthony Joshua.
And I got Ryan Garcia, but I don't want to say Ryan because
Ryan ain't this shit. But on the flip side, we have to look at Bomac has trained Maurice Hooker, Jamel Herring, and Terence Crawford, who are all champions. You know what I'm saying?
And he trained Amir Khan too.
He came in for a camp to work out with him. Ran that hill in Colorado.
Against Kell Brooks. He was just training
against Kell, but it was like he came in for that fight, got a taste of that work in training camp, and didn't come back.
Oh, that's a good question right there. So Amir Khan tried to get with Bud and Bomac and them, and it just
after Bud beat Amir Khan he came to Omaha and came to B&B and was training with Bud and them. Yes, he even went to
Bomac came to England for the Brook fight. So
it was too much pressure. Like it was just too much work. Amir Khan wasn't trying to really work like that.
Man, they worked that, man. Now, mind you, all the work that they do, they're in Colorado Springs, a mile above elevation, and then they doing their road work. They running a fucking mountain zone 6. They're running a mountain type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think Derek James is being incredibly overrated as a trainer. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good trainer, but if you look at I'll tell you why. Because we got to look at the receipts, right? The facts. Right, Jamel Charlo came to him as a champion, and in that time, where is he? 2-2 in his last 4 fights. It took him 2 tries to beat Tony Harrison, and it took him 2 tries to beat Castano. Errol Spence.
But here's the defense, Castano is not no bum.
He's not that good, bro. Like, come on, let's be real.
And I don't know if Mill was a champion yet, but go ahead, keep going.
No, he definitely was, bro.
He was. But Castano was decent. Castano had a decent pedigree. Hell, he beat Errol. Never mind. Yeah. But go ahead.
It was my man from Britain.
Jimmy, you got it? Yeah, go ahead. You were saying he was 2-2. But go ahead.
No, sorry about that. Like I said, Errol Spence. Look, he did a good job with Errol Spence. I'm giving him credit, but outside of not running around telling the whole world the Bud fight doesn't make sense, and now telling everyone Bud's legs have slowed down. See, I've been watching Derek James's interviews and Crawford. This guy will make every excuse under the sun not to fight Bud Crawford. And his recent interviews, he's saying, "Oh, Bud's legs are gone. His athleticism is slipping." Hey, man, they played it smart. They definitely waited him out because the receipts don't lie. The interviews are there. Who else has he trained? Anthony Joshua, a guy that looked like hot garbage in his last fight. When he was under Robert Garcia,
but
he did probably three times better when he fought Usyk in the rematch, right? So when he rematched Usyk, he had Robert in the corner. He did way better offensively. He lost the fight, but you could see the improvements. Under Derek James, he looked like hot shit. Who else is left?
Hey, can I say something about Anthony Joshua real quick? When Anthony Joshua was on that shit, and I don't care what nobody say, y'all can say whatever y'all want. When he was on that shit, that motherfucker was a machine. Since people start questioning that shit, you know what I'm saying, about him being on drugs and shit, like, and Anthony Joshua's a shell of himself, man. You know Anthony Joshua was on PEDs because he's a fucking shell of himself. That's all I'm gonna say. He's a shell
I
of
think
himself.
that loss did it to him. That loss to Andy Ruiz did it to him. It because he was riding a high horse. He was on top of the world. He was the man. You know what I mean? He was the baby face. You know what I mean? He couldn't do no wrong. He had a huge fan base and following. You know what I mean? The whole joint. But I feel like he let that go to his head and got outworked. And Andy caught him, cracked him, and brought him back down to Earth. And ever since then, Superman now has become Clark Kent. He don't look the same no more. He don't quite look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't let his hands go no more. No, yeah. Exactly.
And you know, a loss can do that to a fighter mentally. You know what I mean? Like they don't have that same confidence no more. You know, and he doesn't let his hands go now for fear of being cracked and caught, because the one thing we know about Anthony is he's chinny.
He don't move his head. Yep.
Yes, sir. And that was the thing about
James some more time to work with him, though. He only had one fight with Derek James.
But Derek don't stress defense, blood. Derek throw with Derek James style. You have to. It's a high work rate, and you have to throw at openings, meaning you let your hands go to some degree. They don't train a lot of combinations. They throw strictly at openings, to you know what I mean, to catch guys, right? The thing about it is Anthony Joshua is going to come in with the exact same high guard, come forward style as Errol Spence and even sometimes Jamel Charlo. We see the same thing stylistically across the board with all of Derek James's fighters. They all straight up and down, high guard, don't move their fucking head off the line, throw it open.
Not Frank Martin. Frank Martin actually has pretty good.
I'm about to say Frank. I think Frank is a lot better defensively than what I would compare Errol and Jamel. But when I look at the other fighters that Derek James has trained, I'm seeing the same similarities across different divisions in their styles. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Real quick. So Jamel Charlo, he won his belt 2016 against Jackson, right? WBC. Yeah. So yes. Derek James was his trainer. He was not a champion before he got to Derek James.
No, Ronnie Shields was his trainer.
I'm looking at the fight right now.
Listen. He right.
I'm looking at the fight.
He right.
I'm looking at the fight right now. I knew that Derek. I knew he wasn't a champion.
Because
just wanted to put that out.
He right because he was supposed to fight Boo Boo for Boo Boo belt, but that fight fell apart. He right. He's supposed to fight Andrade. And Andre, however you say it, man. He right. With Ronnie Shields. Yeah, he's supposed to fight him for his belt, and it fell apart over money. I remember.
And then the split happened with Ronnie Shields. That's right.
Then he got with Derek James, and then he fought Jackson for the WBC champion.
Okay, but my point still stands though, bro. It took him 2 tries. It took him 4 fights to take care of 2 B-level fighters. I mean, I don't really rate Tony Harrison that highly, and I don't really rate Castano that highly.
Wow.
So how good of a people make fun of Bomac, right?
I don't know about Tony Harrison, man. I kind of like Superbad.
Tony Harrison good until he get hit on the chin. You know what I'm saying?
Boxing, you don't get hit.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like he be boxing people's shoes off, and then
then get hit and just stop.
And he just over with. He going to a shell, survival mode. But freaking Tony Harrison
this is why I'm hating on him. But can I be honest? Why I'm hating on Jamal Charlo? Because he's a fucking cheerleader, bro. When Bud Crawford called him out, right? Let's fight. You know what's good, man. I challenge you.
I'm gonna say this. Bud fight Jamel Charlo. That'll be bad for Bud. Bud need to leave Jamel Charlo alone.
Now hold on. Let me hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this, bro. This check this out. I'm gonna keep it G. I don't think nobody need to be saying shit about Jamel Charlo. I mean, because he didn't clean out his division, bro. Like, so let's get off the bullshit. These motherfuckers at 147 around here bullshitting. They calling him out at 54 because you know why? It ain't nobody left for this motherfucker to fight. He's fucking he's undisputed. And he's stopping shit. So I don't think you know we gotta show this man some fucking respect, bro. The man came back from the loss, built his way back up, and took his shit and went and snatched that undisputed title, bro. So yeah, I don't think we need to be. Yeah, I don't think we need to be. I don't think we need to be talking shit about this dude because he handling his fucking business. If he not handling his business, then I don't know what the fuck handling your business look like. I'm gonna be real.
I agree. I got a question though.
Fight Tim Zoo. If you want to handle your business, fight your mandatory.
He gonna knock Tim Zoo out.
I like Tim Zoo. I like Tim Zoo's work ethic, but Jamel is too athletic for Tim.
Let me before we get into predictions. Hold on, Jimmy. Let me get this straight. Like, before I out here, I know you made some observations about Jamel, but are you questioning Mel? On the inside, I got to ask him. What you saying about Jamel?
No, I'm saying he's a good fighter, but in my opinion, I don't think he's at the level of Bud Crawford. And I don't think he's really that good, man. I mean, people say Derek James has trained him. I mean, it takes you 2 fights. Listen, Jared Hood blasted out Tony Harrison in 1 fight, bro. I mean, come on, but Tim Zoo just stopped the fuck out of Tony Harrison. And they took this dude 2 tries. Like, come on,
now,
and the Castano fight.
Y'all know Cam keep his ear to the pavement. I have heard that in training camp, Errol be beating Mel like a drum.
Man, hold on. No, man, fuck all that.
That's what I heard.
I'm trying to get an understanding that are we questioning Jamel Charlo?
No. Not at all.
Not us, but Jimmy is.
This shit in the ring. Not at all.
What you trying to do? You when you blur stuff out when I'm asking Jimmy a question, you kind of stepping into the doodle. So I'm asking him. That's why I'm like, step back so I can get him on record to see what he's saying without y'all fucking jumping in. Because now I'm gonna think you with him. What I'm asking Jimmy, I'm asking Jimmy. Are you questioning Jamel Charlo, the undisputed champion at 154 that cleaned out his goddamn division? Are you questioning that guy? Jimmy, are you questioning that guy?
No, I think he's a good B+ fighter, man. I'm not questioning him at all. Good B+ fighter.
You like what? Give me your top.
He's a good B+ fighter.
Well, give me an A+ fighter. Give me 3 A+ fighters in boxing or A level fighters in your opinion.
And no zone. Give me an A+ fighter and 154 where he fight at.
I just need to know I need to know a basic universal standard so then we can get it broke down. Okay. What is an
A-level fighter? Okay, so someone like an A-level fighter, someone like a Terence Crawford, someone like a Monster Lee, someone like Alexander Usyk, someone like Canelo Alvarez, someone like that's about it, to be honest. Those are the only A+ fighters in the sport,
Wow, he didn't even say Tyson Fury. Damn.
No, I did that. I said I said Tyson Fury.
Oh, he did? Okay, I ain't hear him say it.
I said Fury.
I don't know about that shit, bro. I mean,
do you consider Papola an A-class fighter?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why Jamel A-class fighter. Jamel was beating everybody with just pure boxing ability when he was with Ronnie Shields. When he went to Derek James, he started stopping motherfuckers, man. So that's showing you that he can bang and he can box. How is he not an A+ fighter?
Well, let me say this real quick, because when he first got with Derek James, he was in an identity crisis because he really didn't know which style to fight in, and that's how he got his ass beat by Tony Harris. You understand what I'm saying?
I think he beat Tony Harris in that first fight because he landed.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna do that though. He lost. Yeah. So this is my thing. He was in identity crisis, and that's part of. So this is my deal right here. If somebody says, "Hey, look, I don't think Derrick James is a good coach because because this is, I'm not gonna say he's not a good coach, but this is what I will say. I think when Mel got to him, he should have developed him into the fighter in which he is now. Obviously, he did that over time, but when Mel first got to Derrick James, Mel was still in a kind of identity crisis. He didn't know if he wanted to stay the boxer puncher or be this guy that he is now, which is a fucking monster that want to stop everybody. You know what I'm saying? Swinging for the fucking fences. You dig? So as a trainer, you need to bring that up out your fighters, and you need to establish that shit before they get into the ring, or you get into a case like you got into where you get in there with a guy named Tony Harris who actually boxes better than you, and you can't land your punch. So, look, man, I like Derrick James as a trainer, but this the deal. I don't see how anybody can get on any motherfucking platform and call Jamel Charlo a B-class fighter. Like, we fight in divisions, right? And if you clean out your division, that means you the man in your division. Like, I don't know what else.
I didn't call it B class though. No, I said B plus.
B.
He's not a B fighter, period. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
He's not a B fight. He's fucking undisputed. Like, how many motherfuckers is just getting undisputed around here? Like, they just this not the fucking WBA where they just handing out belts.
Bro, time out. He the first
I guess my standard is higher
undisputed
than
four-belt champion. He the first undisputed four-belt champion at 154.
Yeah,
Four-belt era. He's the first.
You're talking about skill. No, you're talking about accomplishments. I'm talking about his legacy and his fighting ability.
His skills too.
Oh, it don't matter. Listen, you can take everything you think about Jamel, right, and grade it. He's gonna come out with a fucking A. Like, he doesn't have any C's nowhere. That's first off. So the question is, what is he an A? Because if he's accomplishments, we know he got A. He's A. Performance, he's an A because he's stopping shit. B is he's cleaned out. I mean, A, he's cleaned out his division. You can say what his win-loss record. He lost once. A draw.
He got one loss. A draw.
Jimmy, where's the B at? Now I get you. If you were to say A eye test, right? We would give him a B for that because that's your position, right? Everything else he's a in. You got to explain to me how he doesn't have an A marking and everything outside of your eye test.
The only is, bro, it's not even that. Like, when I look at the 154 division, I thought Castano, I mean, look, that's his best win, and most people thought the first fight was a gift draw. Before that, he lost to Tony Harrison. And I mean, he beat Banana Rosario for the belts. I mean, say 154 if you fought someone like Errol Law in his prime, or Jared Hurd when he was undefeated, unified, or even Demetrius Andrade. I'm not saying that's his fault the fights didn't happen, but those are kind of bigger names that I kind of knew were skilled.
Andrade, what the hell would Andrade have done for Mel with all
that's a B level fighter to me personally.
What the fuck is we?
Yeah,
that's a real B. That's a real B level fighter.
Hey, that to me was just a name. That's a name, and it's not really a big name.
Bro,
Tony Harrison. He dropped
Jared Hurd. Look. This is what I'm gonna say right here. All these motherfuckers you just named had the same opportunity to do exactly what Jamel Charlo has done, and look at these motherfuckers now. He has surpassed them at every fucking stage of the game. So when you talk about a Jared Hurd, when you talk about a Boo Boo Andrade who don't even want to fight Janabek, didn't want to fight Parker, pulled out of the fight with Jamel, turned down 2 fights with Canelo. Please don't bring up his motherfucking name. When you talk about Jared Hurd, who just got demolished his last fight, bro, come on, man, stop it, bro. Stop it. Jamel Charlo was the cream of the crop, and he rose to the top. Those guys were not shit, bro. They wasn't shit, bro.
Rosario and Tony Harrison, bro. Who the fuck are they, bro?
What do you mean? Who are they?
No, you're saying that Arizona.
They're the same. They have the same claims. Time out. Hold on. I got this. Hold up. I got this.
Those guys that you named have the same claim that Demetrius Andrade has and fucking Jared Hurd has. They're ex-champions. Next question.
So why did Willie Nelson knock him? Why did Willie Nelson knock him out? Then?
Shit.
Why did Willie Nelson knock Tony Harrison out? The guy that Demetrius Andrade schooled and humiliated. So the
It don't matter. He stopped him. He stopped him and became undisputed. What the fuck has Jared Hurd done? What has Jared Hurd done since then, though? I'm just curious. Did he ever regain the belts back? Did he ever regain the belts back? I'm just curious.
I'm not saying this, though. You are, though. I'm not saying Hurd is a better fighter than Charlo. I'm saying opposition, though. I'm not comparing Charlo to Hurd. I think this is where the confusion lies, right? Because I don't know why you're answering questions I'm not asking you, right? I'm not comparing
what we're trying to say here, listen, what we're trying to say
I'm just trying to figure out how we shitting on Charlo, like at the end of the day.
Fighter. That's what we're trying to ask you. How is an undisputed champion a B fighter? That's all we're trying to get you to explain. And you can't.
Phil got it. I'm just trying to make sure that Jimmy don't go off the rails. Your assessment of Jamel, what we're questioning.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not talking about what you said and didn't say. We're talking about your assessment of Jamel. That's what we're talking about. You brought up the opponent.
Yeah, but if you look at the guys that I've mentioned, right? When I mentioned Crawford, I mentioned Inouye, I mentioned Usyk, I mentioned Canelo. If you look at their legacies and their bodies of work, right? And their overall skill set, you cannot put Jamel Charlo in that same group of those dudes, bro. It's just not possible.
Jamel, you can put in there. Jamal, you're right, but Jamel can absolutely go in there. He would be. We didn't say he's over Canelo. We didn't say he's over those guys. That can be argued too, but we definitely know he's in the same vein. If Canelo or one of them guys is a 99, right, or 100, then Mel definitely is a 91, 92, 93, 94. He's not no 89, 80. He's not a B-level fighter, bro. That's just your math.
No. I said B plus, bro. No, there's a
question. No.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. When I was in school, if I had an 89, I had a B. I had a B. If I had an 80, I had a B. So guess what?
Yeah.
B minus, B plus, it don't matter. It averages out to all be the same thing. You get a 3. You get a on a 4.0 grade scale. You get a 3 for that motherfucker. So what I'm saying is this right here, bro.
5 pound per pound guy. That's why I say A level. To be A level for me, you have to be
I think
pound per pound.
You can make an argument that you can make an argument that Jamel Charlo is a top 5 pound for pound. For sure, he's in the top 7 without a doubt.
Yeah, a top. Yeah, I agree with that. Jimmy, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take us all the way home. Say what you got to say, and we'll rotate.
Okay.
I gotta go pick up from softball practice. So let's get Blood first. Blood, OG, tell everybody where they can find you, so we can go and wrap this up, man. Do you think?
Hey man, y'all can find me over at Blood Boxing and Retro Boxing and documentaries, man. One love to that Georgia boy. Yeah. We ready.
You sound like Errol Spence. You sound like Errol Spence, Blood. Go ahead, Cam. Take us home. What you got? Tell them where they can find you and how you do it.
Man, one love to my guys, Zone6 Sports. One love to everybody on the panel. One love to everybody in the chat, the playback gang. Man, y'all can catch me at His Boxing to You with Pastor Gooch. Man, we gonna be cooking. I just seen my dog did a Breakfast Club interview while he was in New York after the presser. So I got to see if the energy at the Breakfast Club is going to be different than that damn press conference. And I might talk a little shit and cook on that. So I don't know, man. But yeah, you catch me at His Boxing to You with Pastor Gooch. Booty Swing is available on all streaming platforms. Sick and Tired is available on all streaming platforms. Your boy is performing June 24th at the Wire Pub, a.k.a. the Beach House Bar and Grill here in Omaha, Nebraska, 134th. Yeah, get at me, man. I'm trying to be everywhere like Arizona.
All right, boy, peace. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, Big Hill, come on, take us home, man, so we can let Jimmy get his last words out about Jamel and Phil finish it off so they won't get in the rubber.
All right, man. Shout out to everybody, man, in the group. Shout out to Zone, man. Hey, y'all can catch me, man, at Supernatural Strength on TikTok. And you can also catch me here on YouTube at Zachary Hills, man.
Hey, what kind of stuff you doing over there? How much you benching and all that kind of stuff? Give us some numbers real quick here.
Yeah, so about 535 on bench, decline 600, standing overhead press 350. So, yeah. I mean, it could get real retarded in the gym some days, man. It depends on the move.
Man, that ain't shit. Nah, I'm just fucking with
you. He all natural, so he gotta be, because we get tested in service, so he ain't lying. He's active. Salute to him for his service, and he gotta be clean, because they will throw your ass out for that. So when he say he really lifting 5, I seen it with my own eyeballs. I worked out with him. So he's not lying, and when you go check his channel out, you'll see that. If you want to get your arms from looking like noodles and you want to lift, see what Big Hill talking about.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the shout out, my boy.
All right, Big Hill. All right, Jimmy. We're gonna let y'all two close it strong, man. Get it all. That way you don't gotta get jumped on. There's more than one person. These guys are off. It's just you and Phil. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up with that. So Jimmy, go ahead and conclude it. What you want to say about Jamel Charlo?
I just want to say first, Jamel Charlo is a really good fighter. He's a world-class fighter, and I think a lot of people don't. When I say B+, that's actually a really big compliment, because I don't think there are many B+ fighters in boxing. So it's not like a sign of disrespect or anything like that. I just mean you're one step away from A class. And who is A class? Bud Crawford, Monster Inouye, Saul Alvarez, Gallo Estrada, Alexander Usyk. I can't put Charlo in that class because he doesn't have the legacy, the accomplishments, the resume, or the skills of those dudes. But all I'm saying is B+, which he's one step away. If he moves up to middleweight and he beats a couple of top guys, becomes a champion there, then I'll be like, okay, this guy, A level or something like that. It's like, it's not me trying to shit on Charlo. It's me saying those guys are just so much more like above him in accomplishments and skills and legacy, resume, all that good stuff. Because if we put everyone on that list, then I mean, how are you gonna have a top 5 list? Because Charlo hasn't done the things those dudes have done. So it's only fair that I can't put him in the same group. And bro, like I said, B+, I don't have a lot of B+ fighters in boxing. So yeah.
All right, cool. Phil, go ahead. You want to respond to that and close us out?
Yeah, I'll respond to that, man. So actually he has done the same things as Monster Inouye. He's done the same thing as Terence Bud Crawford. He's also done the same thing as Alexander Usyk. He's become undisputed. That means he's beat everybody that was somebody within his weight class. I mean, at the end of the day, you only can measure these guys up against their contemporaries, right? In comparison, is he an A-class fighter? I think so. But it still levels to everything. Do I think he's do I think he's as skillful as Crawford? Absolutely not. Do I think he's as skillful as Monster Inouye? Absolutely not. But as my man Zone mentioned earlier, if these guys are 99s, I think Jamel Charlo is definitely a 91, 92 rated fighter, which is you can say these guys are, since you like to put the plus and the minuses on it, I would say he's an A- fighter. Nevertheless, he's an A fighter. He has accomplished the same thing that all these other guys have. You understand what I'm saying? So how he has? He's lineal and he's undisputed.
No, I'll tell you why. Right? Because Terence Crawford is attempting to become a 2-time undisputed 3-division champion. Canelo Alvarez is trying to become a 5-division champion and is undisputed. Monster Inouye is trying to become a 4-division champion, already undisputed and lineal, right? Alexander Usyk, he's obviously a unified at heavyweight, undisputed at cruiserweight. That's the biggest weight jump in all of sports, right? Combat sports. Who else I mentioned? Crawford as well, bro. 3 divisions, all that good stuff, right? Come on, bro. He is not as accomplished as those guys, bro.
No, I'm not saying he is as accomplished. Obviously, these guys have fought at different divisions. But when you talk about some of the things that Jamel Charlo has done, he fights at 154, and he's fought everybody that means something at the weight class. He's literally just he's literally at the point at the weight where he just is where he has to fight his mandatories, because there's no other big fish left available for this guy to fight. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he does if he decides to move out of the division to 160 pounds. Which I think if he does, he's going to have some success at 160. He's a good fighter, bro.
Okay, so who would you rank above right now, right? Devin Haney or Charlo? Me personally, I rank Devin Haney. Why? Because not only the undefeated thing, I thought he fought more better fighters. George Kambosos, unified lineal champion, undefeated, right? Lomachenko, one of the top pound for pound guys of the last decade, right? Multi-division, unified lineal, all that stuff. Linares, 3-weight champion, ranked top 10 in the world. And this was a young kid when he fought Linares. Devin did all that great shit, right? That's a better run than what Jamal Charlo did, bro, because Rosario, Castano, and Harrison aren't as good as Lomachenko, Kambosos, or Linares. At least not in my opinion, and Devin's undefeated. So,
bro, are you talking crazy, bro? Are you serious right now?
Depends
are you serious?
Okay,
so hold on. You got Charles Haley, you got Lubin, Austin Trout, Tony Harris, then you got Tony Harris again, then you got Rosario, then you got Brian Castano twice. I think that's a pretty good goddamn run, bro. I mean,
so you think Vasyl Lomachenko, George Kambosos, and Jorge Linares are lesser fighters?
No, I mean, no. Hold up. Kambosos was an undefeated fighter. He beat Teofimo Lopez, and he beat Teofimo Lopez. I mean, that's it. And then he got his ass washed twice against Devin Haney. He's got washed twice since then, bro. He's got washed twice since then, bro.
No, I'm asking you, what's Castano and Tori Harrison done?
He's got washed twice. He's got washed twice.
Yeah, because Haney won the fight, bro, and that's credit to Haney. I don't get what you're saying. Yeah. He didn't lose the fight, right? So Haney gets credit for beating Kambosos. Of course, he lost. That's how Haney won.
Yeah, but you're trying to give Kambosos credit for just beating just one guy to become.
What the fuck has Castano done, bro? What the fuck has Castano done? Nothing. Hasn't busted a motherfucking grape. What's Tony Harrison done? Get knocked out cold whenever he steps up.
Yeah, Tony Harrison is an ex-champion. He's an ex-champion. Is he not?
And George Kambosos is unified lineal and beat a top 10 pound for pound guy.
Is he not though? I'm just asking.
So being the next champion is better than being an undefeated unified lineal champion. Taken out, he beat a pound for pound undefeated guy as a fucking underdog, bro. What the hell did Tony Harrison do? He beat
He won the belts and then he lost the belts. Like, what are you talking about, bro? It's not like he defended. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you who else did something like this. Buster fucking Douglas. Hold up, Buster Douglas did the same thing to Mike Tyson. What the fuck did he do after that? Nothing, bro. Zero. Nada. You know what Kambosos is? You know what Kambosos is? Buster fucking Douglas. That's what he is.
That's what he is. You can scream as much as you want, my friend.
Buster, no, I'm not screaming, brother. No, I'm just telling you. He's Buster. He's Buster Douglas, bro.
George Kambosos. Okay, you tell me who's a better fighter. Who's accomplished more, Kambosos or Castano right now?
Well, obviously, man, Kambosos.
Well, then what are you screaming about? Then what the fuck are you screaming about?
Kambosos. Okay, but this is my deal right here, bro. This is my deal right here, though. This is my deal right here. This is my deal.
Cool, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so this is cool, bro. I got you.
No, I'm not debating who got the better accomplishments. This is what I'm telling you right here.
It's over there.
This is what I'm telling you right here. You're trying to equate because George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. He beat Teofimo. Okay, so I thought you said you was done. Bro, you gotta let me speak, bro. You gotta let me fucking talk.
You answer my question, though.
Bro, I just answered one question already, bro. It's my turn. I just answered your question. I answered one question. It's my turn. You trying to equate just because Kambosos won one? Oh my, bro!
Let's go now. Did you answer my question?
Man, come on. Can you please mute this? Can you please mute this mic, bro? Please.
We gotta do this. We gotta do this one time, Jimmy. You went first. Phil got to go because I'm finna close it down. Y'all got a good talk going on, and we'll say this for later. Okay. Let Phil finish. I'll let you go, and then Phil get the last word so I can close it down. So go ahead, Phil, you got it, Jimmy, and then Phil will be last. Go ahead.
All right. This is what I'm saying right here, bro. You're trying to equate that George Kambosos is a better fighter than Brian Castano because he was a unified champion. What I'm telling you is it doesn't matter if he's a unified champion. What I'm saying is Brian Castano is one of the best in his division. Okay? I think Brian Castano is the second best fighter at 154 pounds. What I'm saying is I cannot say that about George Kambosos. I don't think he's the second best at the division. I think he may be somewhere in the 5 to 6 range if you want me to be quite frank. So he beat Teofimo Lopez, which kudos to him, but that does not signify that he's just some great fucking fighter. That just said he was better than Teofimo on that particular night. And when you rank him up against his contemporaries, the guys within his division, I think he's a bottom tier. He's one of the he's the worst out of the best guys. And I think Brian Castano is at the top of the class. I think he's right behind Jamel Charlo. That's all I'm saying, bro. I don't give a fuck if he won them straps off of Teofimo in one fight and got his fucking head beat in 2 times in a row. After that, Devin Haney schooled him, bro. Devin Haney schooled him so bad that guess what? He stood no fucking chance. He got outclassed from round 1 to round 12 in both fights. It shows how much head over heels the competition is when it comes to Devin Haney and George Kambosos. He got a blessing when he beat Teofimo Lopez. Kudos to him. Okay? But just because you win them straps doesn't mean that you're some fucking world beater within your division. That just means that you were better than that guy you fought on that particular night.
All right, cool. You done, bro? You done? All right, cool.
It's on you. You wasting time asking me. It's on you because he gonna finish. After this, you good to go. Go ahead.
Okay, bro. Look, I'm gonna keep it real simple, bro. At the end of the day, I'm just going by facts. George Kambosos was the consensus #1 lightweight in the sport because he dethroned the unified linear champion, right? A dude on the pound for pound list, right? We can sit here and debate opinions, but the facts are what they are, right? Castano has done fucking nothing in boxing, right? Tony Harrison has done fucking nothing in boxing, right? And you can sit here and tell me what your personal feelings are on the subject, but I'm here with receipts, bro. I'm not here. That's some weird stuff like what women do, bro. I'm giving you cold receipts. Jorge Linares, 3-division champion, top 5 at lightweight. Haney schooled him. George Kambosos, undefeated lineal champion, coming off of a historic win. Haney went in there and schooled him twice, bro. Haney isn't going 2-2 with these dudes, bro. He's fucking wiping them out. Lomachenko, right? Tough fight. Future Hall of Famer, bro. What the fuck are we doing, bro? Charlo has never fought a Hall of Famer. Charlo has never dethroned a unified lineal champion. And Charlo has never fought a multi-division champion like a Jorge Linares. It's a fucking this isn't a debate. Any guy with like above average IQ would not be sitting across the panel from me and having this debate, whether it's pound for pound fighters, whether it's Hall of Fame fighters, whether it's undefeated lineal champions. Devin Haney's got everything. Guess what Charlo's got? Fucking nothing. This isn't a debate, bro. Just take a seat and chill.
All right, Jimmy, that was your close, and then go ahead, Phil, finish it off and say what it is. Because as soon as Phil stop, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down because I gotta get ready to leave. Appreciate you for joining, Jimmy. I see what you did there. That was nice. And then go ahead, Phil, finish it off.
Yeah, you said anybody with a with common knowledge or any IQ could see that Jamel Charlo hadn't done anything, but you're the motherfucker that's calling Jamel Charlo a B fighter. You're calling you like to see this is where you body yourself right here. You want to talk about all these accomplishments that's on these guys' resumes, right? But the one thing that all these guys don't have is what Jamel Charlo has. And that's being the fucking unified, undisputed fucking world champion. That's what he is. So you can't say on one hand and praise these guys, talk about these guys are Hall of Famers, and then you come on the other hand and say, well, hey, you know what? Jamel Charlo is a B-class fighter. Oh, well, then what the fuck do all these glorious accomplishments that you just listed off of these other guys mean then? So based on your own premise, Jamel Charlo should not be a B-class fighter, and anybody with common fucking sense could know that. It's clear as day, bro. It's clear as day. And he's not just winning, he's fucking destroying his opponents. So when you check the boxes, everything about Jamel Charlo is a fucking A grading. The stoppages, He's got the hardware. He's fighting everybody that he needs to fight. He ain't ducking no fucking smoke. Come on, man. Stop it with the clown shit, bro. Your problem is, man, you too emotionally involved. You want to talk about some girl shit. You just don't like these guys because you know why? They're down with Derrick James and Spence. That's why. That's why you don't like Jamel Charlo. You just bashed the whole fucking camp. See, you too emotionally involved. See, I can separate the two. You understand what I'm saying? I can say that, hey, I think Crawford edges out Spence. And then at the same time, I can say Derrick James is a good trainer. Just like you said that, oh, Jamel Charlo was a champion before he got to Derrick James. Fake news, bro. No, he wasn't. He won his first strap with Derrick James. So you clearly don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. You sound like a fucking hater, bro. And you need to get off the bullshit because all these accomplishments you're naming, bro, for these other fighters, Jamel Charlo got all that shit, man. So you can't have it both ways, man. And that's I rest my fucking case, bro. I'm good on it.
All right, man. All right, Phil. Good show. Let me go ahead, man. Say where they can find you at, and then we finna close it down. Go ahead. Wrap it up where they can find you at and do your thing.
Yeah, man. Y'all already know where y'all can find me. The Fix Sports TV, man. THA space FIX space sports space TV. Me and Zone 6, man, we do a podcast at least once a week joint. At other times, man, we do our own little thing separately on our different platforms. But nevertheless, man, me and this guy are definitely a team. And we work together. So y'all be on the lookout for different videos we're gonna be dropping, man. Y'all also can follow me on IG, THA_FIX, man. Holla at me.
All right, that was my boy Phil. He did his thing. That was some good extra content at the end of the channel. Maybe we can get these guys back on to have a further conversation with just those two guys about the Jamel Charlo. And maybe we could double it down, or maybe just anybody else that may disagree or agree with what Phil was saying about Jamel, and maybe somebody who disagree about Jamel. And that's cool. But you also got to realize this: when you're speaking about one boxer and you're trying to take the field, we automatically know that there's an advantage, right? So the question is Jamel a fighter or not? And when you say that, you got to mention the stuff that's taking place within the division, because having the field to compare him to all the other guys that we would agree that is top 5 or top 6 or top 7, you have to make sure that you describe exactly why Jamel is not an A-level fighter in comparison to the other A fighters. Because if you say anyway is a 99, that doesn't mean that Jamel is not a 92 or 90 on the dot, right? So you can't take the field in an official debate, just so y'all know, just in case they spun, you can't take the field versus a specific question, a specific disagreement. The question was, why do you think that he's a B-level fighter? And if you're talking about division and accomplishments, that has to make sense. But in comparison to people who we all agree that are ranked above him, you can't pull those guys to then smush and smash the other guy down. But it was a good conversation, good food for thought. Also, this Friday we're going football. I've seen a lot of guys in here with football emblems and icons on their stuff. There was a good boxing chat today. We'll be back tomorrow night, Friday night, live in HD, talking about football. All is welcome. All is encouraged to come out, show up, turn out. This your boy Zone 6 coming at you with another video. Appreciate your big heel, blood, Phil, young Yimmy in this motherfucker, Cam the Baptist, Tony Reviews. I appreciate you guys for joining me, talking that big shit. I appreciate the chat. I appreciate the debaters, and we're gonna keep it going. Let's get it. Let me go on the ride out.
Video with 6 boxing.